Oh, there I... Okay, I wasn't there for a moment. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for the resub, Kadabog. 7 months. Holy shit. Holy shit and fart on that one. So, hang on. Beb, can I tell Kadalbog about the thing? Okay. The cat tree got here that you got for Sai and Holland. And Sai just put it together and Holland really likes it, so thank you. Are you streaming tonight? I forget. Okay, Sai might be streaming tonight, might not. They don't know yet. Yeah. So we found a kitten on Christmas, like, just freezing to death outside. Stray. And we brought it in, and it is our cat now. So, but unfortunately, we do not have anything for a fucking 8-week-old kitten, so... Oh boy. Poor Pipper. Yeah, poor Pipper. Not getting along with the other cats. That's... That's like the one thing that we noticed pretty quickly. Does not get along with the other cats. But, happy. Us older siblings. Yeah. Tetra gets very upsetty. How many cats? Let's see. Well, I only own one cat. And half a dog. Sai has 2 cats, and then, our roommate, Kat, has the other half of the dog. Thank you for the hydrate, Moira, and welcome to the stream. So, I would set up a total of 4 cats. No, 3 cats and a dog. I'm glad you like it. 3 cats and a dog. Unless I misspoke. This made me feel so much younger. I used to have 12 cats and 2 dogs. What? How did that make you feel young? Cookie! How did that make you feel younger? I'm actually curious. What? I should get, like, some, like... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I should get, like, some, like, the other redeems on here. Because, like, I've got... There's one redeem. Was it when you were a little wee lad? Aw, that's cute. Cookie! Like, I've got, like, others. Like, I've got this one, which I don't know what to do. Hi, Hero, and hell yeah, we got some of them.
No!
No!
I'm with the science team!
I hit the wrong button!
Trans rights.
I hit the wrong button! Oh, could be worse. I could have pressed this button instead. They're all right next to each other.
It's called hentai, and it's art.
Could have been the other one. But yeah, there's a bunch of these. Like, hang on, so I got this one, which I really want to use. Like, I know Sprig uses it, but like, it feels like it's basically just a discount version of the Who Turns Out the Lights one. Yeah. Oh, there we go. But like, there's like other ones. Like when I raid. No, not that one. Oh, I didn't know there was a hat. I did not know there was a hat. Oh, we need to put that on. All right. Well, okay. Hang on. Yeah, ball. All right, hang on. We need to do that like right now. We need to do that like right now because holy shit, that is. I did not know there was a hat. Sprig has a hat redeem. Oh god, I had no idea there was a hat. Hang on, I have to do this. I have to do this now. Drop sombrero. Hat time. If I just say fiesta, if I call the redeem fiesta time, like, would people get mad at me? I don't know. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna add that like right now because I had no idea that was a thing. Look, you never know. You never know in like the modern day, you know, like shit and fard. The hat is randomized. No, it's a sombrero. I think it's always been a sombrero when I've. I think Sprig might have installed other hats, is the thing. Which I could do, but I'd have to fucking do shit with Unity, and I really don't want to do that because I hate Unity. Like, Unity is an actual pain in the ass. I'm gonna make it like 200. Alright, hang on. Alright, let's... Yeehaw, chuckle fucks. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, hang on, let's see. Does this work? Yeah, it does! Oh, boy. Okay. There's a dumb meme you wanna buy? Alright, like, yeah, like, so you have to, like, use, Unity, and, like, do, because I want to get, like, little D20s and stuff. Like, someone could, like, roll a D20 or whatever. And by roll a D20, I mean throw it at my head. But, like, you have to, like, open Unity. You've got to install the VTuber Plus, plugin. You've got to, like, you've got to go through. It's, like, a whole fucking process. It's really frustrating and really annoying. And I don't like Unity at the best of times. Essentially, yeah, roll for initiative. Bonk. Yeah. There is, like, there's a, what other foods do we have here? We have... Hot dog! Oh, we gotta do... Oh, I gotta do, like, the rest of these. I gotta do, like, the rest of these. What else do we have? Hang on, we've got... Got a banana. Oh, no. We got... An apple. Oh, no. We got a cookie. We know that one. And, okay, so I think that's all we've got. I think those are the other ones we got. What else we got, like, on the drops? We got... Box! We know that one. Alright, the sombrero, alright. Get off. What else do we have? It just really wants to do these two, doesn't it? Okay, so we got this pie one. I have this one set up for rating because I don't know what else to do. Is there anything else, or is it just the pie? Alright, later, Mao. This one just really likes to repeat, doesn't it? Yeah. Get it off my head! And, alright, okay. There is one redeem, though. There's one redeem that I really don't want to use ever. And I'm only ever gonna do this once, because it, like, fucks with me a lot. Yeah. No! Oh, I didn't know I had the second part. Jeez. Yeah, like, I'm never gonna make that a redeem, because that unironically, like, just freaks me the fuck out. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I can work with here. Yeah, it's really bright, yeah. It's really bright and the noise fucks with me. Just go. Like, there's, like, a lot of cool shit I can do here. Bane, I'm in Minecraft! Like, straight up just send myself to fucking Minecraft. And there's this one, which is just chromatic aberration. Bane, I'm in Minecraft! Like, there's, like, so much cool shit that you can just do here, like... Including this one, which I'm not gonna say anything about for obvious reasons. Just add, like, a fucking vibration sound, like zzzz. Yeah. I was gonna do something and I forgot what it was. I was gonna do something and I forgot what it was. I got distracted. Oh no, Labrador brain. Labrador brain happened. Oh no. Coffee dough. Yeah, coffee dough. Oh boy. Oh boy. How's everyone been doing? Everyone been doing okay? I hope so. Or else. Tetra! Hello! How are you, Tetra Mama? Are you okay? Going up on my lap? No? Okay. I must do the apple redeem because of the okay, alright, fine. Apple. I will do the apple redeem, but I'll set that up later. I'll set that up later. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, so one thing I really want to do is I want to make a pet cam. I want to make a pet cam, but like every time I try and do it, right? Every time I try and add a new video device, like OBS just crashes and just dies, and I have no idea why. It actually kind of makes me a little upset. I'm just like, I want to show the people my peppers, and like Sai's got that cat cam, and it's like, man, shid and fard. Yeah. That'd just be how it be sometimes, I guess. What the hell? What? Okay, so I was just scrolling my... Is it illegal if we watch a YouTube video? It's not, right? Like... So I really want to see this now. What the fuck? I've done that before. But but yeah, like mostly just for shitposts. This one's like... Okay, hang on. So this is from, the Casual Criminalist, so, you know, Simon Whistler. And it's titled, and I haven't watched him in, like, forever. But, like, he's got, like, a new video, Austin Haroof, the frat boy werewolf. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wanna watch this. I kinda wanna watch this. Hang on, okay. If you guys if it's poopy and and it's not fun, it's not funny, then then we'll stop. But I kind of want to see this. Oh shit. Oh cool, it's already set up. Nice. Just vibing. All right, hang on. So I do actually. Like, how do you make a fucking, like, video called The Frat Boy Werewolf and not expect me to fucking want to watch it? Like, Jesus. I like his bisexual lighting in the background. No, I... do that. Okay, hang on, I gotta get the audio. Okay, here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Casual Criminal.
Okay. Okay, so, I want to watch this on 2x speed because I have autism. What? How the fuck? Okay, this better not be clickbait, Mr. Whistler. You're fighting for my sub here, young man. I'm gonna put this in the chat as well, just, you know, so I'm not, you know, leeching, you know, give Mr. Whistler, you know, some kisses and loves and shit like that. Alright, let's just see what the fuck this is about.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Casual Criminalist. I, as always, am your host, Simon. Welcome back. This one written by Matt. Thank you, Matt. It's called Austin Haroof, the Frat Boy Werewolf. Frat Boy Werewolf sounds like it could be like a weird action movie.
Subtitles on,
a true
just...
crime podcast. It's probably going to be, you know, an episode about someone who gets their face eaten by someone in, like, you know, some sort of crazy psychotic rage. And because this is a true crime show, maybe someone's going to get their face eaten. Good.
God, I hope someone gets their fucking face eaten.
Pack your bags, pack your swimwear, my friends. We're going on a trip. We are. That sounds awesome. It's like early December, which is just quite how far ahead I am recording these things. Which maybe isn't. It's been a couple of weeks, so not as far ahead as I think. But it's cold here. It snowed the other day, and I want to go on holiday. We're going to Barcelona.
Like Spain, Barcelona?
In January, which would be rather nice.
Okay. I haven't watched Simon's content in a long while, but you know what? This man gets stun locked on it. The subs aren't helping. Oh shit, wait, is it literally like unaudible for you guys? Like, I'll bring it down to, like 1.5 if you want. But, like, holy shit, like, feel like you're on speed. This is me every day of my life. Like, literally, I watch everything at 2 times speed because I am just... Oh, God. Fuck? No. No fuck. Sorry. Okay, look, I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down to, like, 1.5, and we'll go from there. But yeah, like, fucking... Like, y'all think my stun locks are bad. This man is reading from a script and he got stun locked. Holy shit. What? No, why? I only watch stuff on 2 times speed if it's, like, Remy. Oh. Wait, am I the weird one? Am I the weird one here? Like, I watch everything on 2 times speed, like, no matter what. Like... What? Shut up, I'm not the weird one, you're the weird one. How am I weird? How is that, why is that weird? Like, isn't that, like, the optimal way to consume? Like, you get the information twice as fast. Okay, I'm gonna take it down to 1.5. Remy talks so... Oh, Jesus. You watch on 1 time speed like a psychopath. Alright, hang on. I've got the perfect compromise for everyone. 0.25 speed.
The weather is better than...
Oh god, that's cursed. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna... 1.5. Alright?
Where I live. The date is August the 15th, 2016, and the specific place...
I've been there! I've been there! I've been there! It's awful. Never go. I mean, you can just say that about Florida in general, but like... Sometimes I watch things on fast speed and people talk too fast. Oh shit. Alright. Okay. But yeah, is 1.5 better?
This is Jupiter in Florida, not Jupiter the planet, obviously. That would be further. Great joke there, Simon. Well done. Big brain.
That was amazing. That was great.
The northernmost town in Palm
10
Beach
out of
County. It's a
10,
lovely
Simon.
town.
Well
About
done.
61,047 people. About. Sounds like it's exactly that many people, Matt. It was even named the 9th best southern beach town to live as of this year. Matt, are we getting paid by Jupiter? Because at this rate, we bloody well should be.
No, the hat! Yes, the hat did not bounce. Yes! Fiesta time, it works!
I hope not. Otherwise, Matt, I'm going to want a slice. Sunny and warm, it seems like...
Oh, hell yeah, and some of them... Hell yeah.
We walk down the warm sidewalk while the sun sets in the distance. We come to the house of Jeff Fisher. He's going about his business, none the wiser that his night of foreseeable future is about to be changed, as are the lives of people in the beachside town. That's because as night falls over Jupiter...
He's gonna get
darkness
eaten by a
is falling
werewolf?
into
Is
his
that
mind
what's gonna
before
happen,
the
Simon?
individual
Jeez.
that has been working its way into his mind for quite some time, biding its time, and now...
Petra, what are you
slowly
doing?
warping his sense of what is reality and what is fantasy. I've just realised the reason I came up with that werewolf example of someone having their face eaten is because however many months ago when Matt...
Oh, this is the bath salt guy! Holy shit! This is the bath salt guy, I think! Hat redeem is too short. I don't think I can change the length of time that those are up. If there is a way, I'm gonna have to ask someone who's more familiar with the program than me, because I don't know. This is the bath salt guy. This is on the news. This is on the news, like, where I lived. Like, I didn't live near Jupiter, but, like, shit, alright.
Someone who eats someone's face off. And, yeah, I'm just remembering that now, so it makes my joke seem rather distasteful, doesn't it? I apologise. That's not nice. Jeez, I think that's where we're about to go. Let's see.
Alright, okay. So I have never heard the actual true story of the bath salt guy. So, like... I am actually pretty excited to see, like... Wait, can I spin it? No! Can I spin the hat? Can I? No! Damn you, Collision!
Pouring out of him like a water.
Like, I have never actually heard, like, the true story of this. I'm actually pretty interested in seeing what's gonna happen here.
The warm night breeze blowing in and saying hello to our passing neighbours. What? There's a woman. So, she must have one of these houses like you see in American movies, or maybe in America. Americans, you know, where there's like the little square, like imagine American Beauty, and all those houses are on the street, and then there's that garage
Simon, what
that
the
faces
fuck
out
are
the
you
street. It's close
talking
enough to the
about?
street so that you could wave at people. I've never lived in a house like this. I feel like our houses are always further away. If your house has a garage, it's going to be further away from the street than someone walking by. I suppose not. Maybe there are houses.
Holy shit, has Simon never been to America? Wait, no, he has been to America! What the fuck? Like, he said in a previous video that he's been to America. Simon, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, holy shit. Like, Florida driveways are not that long. Florida driveways are like Florida driveways are maybe like, what, like 12 feet long? If that? It's incredibly... Okay, I'll set it at normal speed. I'll set it at normal... or like 1.25. Okay.
like that. I've never lived in a house like this, is what I'm trying to say. It's also very weird that someone is just sitting in the garage with the garage.
Is that better? Longer than UK? Yeah, like I guess like UK driveways are pretty long because like a lot of UK houses are very like scrungled together. You know, they're just kind of like boom, boom, boom. Like it's like fucking like UK houses. Hang on, UK houses. Like houses in the UK. Like this is more or less the neighborhood. Like, hang on. Yeah, like, this is basically, like, the kind of house that, like, I lived in for, like, most of my life. Like, up until I moved to America. Like, it's like this kind of thing, you know? Like, occasionally you'll see, like, something with a driveway, like this, but, like, that's generally out in the country. And even then, like, it's still very, very close. Yeah. UK house with driveway. Yeah, or like something like this. So like that's like what? Like fucking yeah. So like I don't know what the fuck Simon's talking about. Like this right here, this is not actually that much longer than an American driveway. Like American driveways are maybe like twice this size, but that's still pretty fucking close. Like holy shit. I have no idea what the fuck Simon's talking about.
Fridge door open, just watching TV and waving to their neighbors. Is this some sort of normal American thing? Because that seems weird. This is
Yes. Like is it not? Like there was like this guy in like one of the neighborhoods I grew up in. Like he would just like had his living room like had like the front door like in the middle of his living room. So like and his AC was busted a lot. So what he would do is he would just kind of sit there watching TV and his front door would be open and just like you could just like go by and see him in his fucking lazy boy watching TV and be like, "Hey, Mr. Wilson," and he'd be like, "Hey, what's up? Stay off my fucking lawn or I'll shoot you." Like, you know, traditional American greetings, you know? Like
Michelle Mishkon, 53 years old and a recently retired financial advisor. And this is a common thing for her to do, is fully furnished with a television, chairs, couches, and even a large mounted deer's head. Alright. Her garage is a happy place. It's also common for her to be joined by her husband.
Oh wait, yes, he was watching okay, so this person was watching TV in their garage. Yeah, that's just a man cave then. That's just a man cave then. Like, just like someone had a fucking man cave in their garage and they just had the door open because it gets fucking hot and it gets fucking hot in a garage because the AC unit is right there and it's blowing hot air out. Like, this person might be just like I think Simon might just not understand what fucking Florida is.
Of 19 years, 59-year-old John Stevens, though he is out walking their dog Rebel at this time.
Rebel! That's the most southern fucking dog I've ever
watch
seen.
TV in the evening.
Hi, Astra.
Like, isn't it weird if your house has a garage, like an indoor garage where you can park a car inside? It's got to be quite a good size house.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, large enough at least to have a living room. No? Am I insane? What's going on?
Yes, you are!
We noticed something out of the corner of our eye.
Like, what the fuck? This guy's never heard of, like, a man cave. Like, the fuck?
Figure is running down the street and looking rather disorientated. He makes his way up Michelle's driveway. After a few moments, we hear the sound of what could be a scuffle. Hearing this, Jeff sits up and listens to get a better grasp of what it could be. And that's when we hear a scream. Jumping out of bed, Jeff
like in
runs
Florida,
downstairs
generally,
and out his
unless
door,
you're like
looking
me,
across
who
the street.
takes like
At first, he sees
autistic
something
levels of
crawling
care for their
and
car,
terrified
like
Michelle in her garage. And so he books
you
it across the
generally
street
keep
and
your
up the driveway
car.
to help her. Michelle
Okay.
is now laying on her
You
back
generally
on the
keep
ground,
your
and the
car
assailant looks to be
like
punching
on
out
the
the
driveway
window
one, and then the
outside.
garage is just kind of got
Jeff
shit
comes
in it.
into
And then
view.
like when
He
a
gets
hurricane
back
happens,
to
that's when you
gets
bring
back
your
to his
car
feet,
inside.
glaring daggers into him. It's
One.
here that we get a good look at the individual. He's a man of about 19 years old, handsome, with short,
Like a
curly
lot of
brown hair,
my neighbors
muscular
growing up
build,
like did
with a
exactly that. They
vacant,
never
crazed
took their
look
cars
in his
inside except for a
dark eyes
hurricane.
as he
And the
snarls
garage
a
was a
warning
man
at
cave
Jeff.
essentially.
You don't want a part of this. Not paying him any mind, Jeff rushes at the young man just as the attacker swings at him and catches him on the side of the head. Grabbing a hold of the kid, Jeff flings him down on the hard cement floor, the assailant's face cracking against the ground. But much to Jeff's shock, the kid
Christ.
gets right back up.
I did not realize the bath salt attack was
Just as Jeff is
this.
getting ready to
The Brit does not understand man cave. You know what, that makes sense, Juan. But, like, holy shit, like, I did not realize that, like, the bath salt thing actually had, like, a fucking, like, roll for initiative on it. Like, you know what I mean, Juan? Just, like, I thought it was just, like, alright, like, homeless guy walks up to a jogger or something, pounces them, tears their face off, Juan, gets shot by cops. I did not realize that there was just, like, alright, guy comes up to the garage, Juan, while someone's watching TV, Juan, like, roll initiative, go from there. Like, Jesus Christ, Juan.
fend him off again. He quickly becomes aware of a torturous
Okay, but I'm
pain
gonna say bath salts here until I know that that's what this event was, because, like, it's called the bath salt incidents. Even if there's no bath salts involved, that's still what it's known as, which is, like, I'm gonna say the thing that people know what it is, you know?
his head and a red sticky liquid, quickly drenching the side of his
Gooey.
head and face,
Icky
bending
gooey.
its way onto his shirt and down his arms. The young man has in his clenched fist a knife, and he has managed to stab Jeff.
Oh, I think
Not
this
only
is
did
the
he stab
fucking
him,
bath salt
from
attack,
that
Juan.
one hit, he was able to slice into Jeff's face, neck, his back, causing him to bleed profusely. Unsure of how truly bad he was hurt and thinking there's a good chance that it could be fatal, Jeff makes a judgment call. As quickly as he can, with all of his energy draining fast, he bolts into Michelle and John's house, thinking that the attacker is going to give chase. He makes it out the back door and around the property until he makes it back to his own house, locking the door and calling 911.
Wait, hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up there, Juan. Did this guy lead a guy hopped up on PCP, bath salts, whatever the fuck it was? This guy led a guy who assaulted him with a knife, potentially fatally, through a house, like into the garage door, out through the back door, where there were two people sleeping, under the impression that the guy would follow and then murder the sleeping people instead, because they'd be easier and not running away. Holy shit. The same people that, like, let him use their man cave. Fucking Florida neighbors, my guy. Holy shit. Florida neighbors.
Transcript. Jeff, please, get medical. Young man beating up a woman across the street. Operator. Okay, are they outside or in the house? Jeff, it's in the garage. Operator. Are either of them injured? Can you tell from where you are? Jeff, yes. There's a girl laying on the ground. He beat her up. I ran over there. I'm bleeding profusely here at the moment. I don't know what happened. Operator.
And he was
Can
dying.
you tell if-
I mean, still though, like you would think there would be just like that glimmer in your head of like, maybe I shouldn't take the murderer into the house of people who are sleeping. Like, fucking Jesus.
Conscious, Jeff. No, it does not appear so. No, I've been stabbed in the back and I'm bleeding pretty bad. That's the end of the transcript. The entire time Jeff was fleeing, he thought that he was doing the right thing, that he was helping Michelle by leading the young man away. But he was doing anything but. The attacker simply went right back to his dark handiwork, and it only got worse. Soon enough, John came home to a horror show, only to get sucked into it as well. Sadly, we can't help these people, dear audience, nor can we help their
Yikes.
attacker, a young man by the name of Austin Haroof, as the darkness
Gotta look out for
has
who.
taken a hold of him and he refused to let go.
Hey, yo, look, if someone's getting eaten by the PCP zombie, it ain't gonna be me. Like, this is the kind of motherfucker that in an actual zombie apocalypse, right? That's the kind of motherfucker who gets, like, bit on the forearm and then just goes, like, ain't telling no one about that, looking out for number one. When I turn into a zombie, I ain't getting shot. Like, holy shit. Hi, Kyrie.
Yeah, this sounds like if this was being defended in court, it'd be like, this is an insanity defense. Like, this guy just seems to have lost his mind. Unless there's some motive.
Like, actually, yeah, like, sounds like, yeah, like,
Right,
like
what's
zombie
going on?
horde's coming, he
Like,
shoots
if
you in the
you're caught
kneecap and
attacking
runs.
someone, obviously, in daylight, and then you don't stop when you're caught, then that's very strange. That same darkness consumes us now as we dive deep into the mind of an unfortunate boy plagued by his own brain and its rapid degeneration as we witness his decline and the failure of his loved ones to act fast enough to stop the abyss.
Wait, I thought this was drugs. Wait a fucking minute. I thought this attack was drugs. Like, mean to tell me the bath salt guy was actually, like, in the brain? Like, holy shit.
From swallowing him whole.
Or are they just, like, pathologizing, like, a drug addiction? I don't know.
So let's take a step back and start at the very beginning. Austin Haroof was born in Palm Beach County, Florida on December the 21st, 1996 to parents...
Jesus Christ, he was younger than
I always
me?
feel so old. It's like 1996.
The fucking bath salt guy was younger than me. What the fuck?
I remember 1996. I was 9. And
I was 1.
yeah, you're always like, and then I realized someone born in 2001 is now like, they're like 21.
No, that's not real. Anyone born after 9/11, not real. Not real. Anyone born after 9/11 is a fucking is a goddamn fucking what? No, they're a hologram. They're a synth.
How that's so crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
it was
realized I broke
A year later,
character,
he would
damn
become
it.
a big
Oh
brother to
well.
his little sister,
This
Haley.
isn't
The way
PCP
he was a
guy?
dentist
Okay.
and a pharmacist. He was making a
Who
good
is
amount of money
PCP?
to support
Like,
his family
how
so
many
much
people-
that he was able to keep up.
But how many people in Florida get, like, assaulted in broad daylight and get their face eaten, though? How many people get fucking their faces eaten in Florida, like, every day? Like, holy shit.
The uptake
Guess what? What's up, Kyrie? What, guess what? What?
of their large and beautiful home in what is
How
considered to
dare
be one
you.
of the wealthiest places to live in the entire USA. Palm Beach County, Florida, huh? I don't know it. I know there's a lot of people who retire to Florida,
A
right?
boopa.
And I've been to Florida a few times because when I was a kid, Disney World was there. So we'd go on holiday to Disney World. I've been I don't know how many times I've been. I was young, but it was several times. And Florida's always nice. The weather was really good. One year
No,
we
it's
went,
not. Florida is
and then,
awful.
like,
Never
2 weeks
go.
later, there was a huge hurricane. And my dad, I remember him showing me the news. It was like, yeah, that's where we were staying, that town. And it was like completely like destroyed by this hurricane.
Yeah, that's Florida. Yeah, like, oh man, it looks so
Crazy.
nice.
They were living the good life.
And
One big
it's
happy
gone.
family. That is until 2010 rolled around and Wade and Mina decided to suddenly get a divorce. Normally, this is the part where we go into detail about how this ruined Austin's life or scarred him forever, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Both children seemed to adjust fairly quickly as they stayed at their home with their mother and their father.
Yeah,
moved
not
into
every
a nearby
divorce is like a
place to stay
world-ending
close to
thing.
his
I mean, I guess
kids.
that's
A year
valid.
after this happened, both of his parents were in a relationship once more, and Austin began his high school career. Now,
Hey,
most of us,
my man got 2 Christmases. I've got no I have no pity for this man now. That man got 2 Christmases. Fuck that boy. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh about that. Like, he killed us. He killed someone. He killed multiple people. And probably ate them.
we look back on high school as an awkward.
A judge Monday ruled that. Oh, thanks for the spoiler. Okay. A judge Monday ruled that accused killer Austin Haroof is not guilty by reason of insanity in the 2016 murder of Takesta couple, their home in southeast Kokomo Lane in southern Martin County. Damn. You got 2 Christmases, but I'm still unhappy? Yeah, that's fair. Fee, don't be sad. Oh, you're fine. You're a good noodle. Alright.
And sometimes embarrassing time in our lives. Kids growing up and learning how the world works. as they get older. Austin, however, seemed to be a high school.
Your Honor, in my
The big
defense,
muscle
I
and
was
Austin
very
was a part of the
hungry and they
school's
had a
football team
very
throughout all
tasty
4
looking
years,
face,
and he
alright?
wrestled during his sophomore year. I don't know, I was not
It's like
as
Hanukkah, but you do like all the presents at once
I
instead of
like
spread out over
wrestlers.
8 days.
But, I don't know, I liked school. We called
And also the music's worse.
it secondary school. I liked school. I had a good time. I mean,
School-
obviously, like, there's definite moments of awkwardness and embarrassment. But I don't know, quite a good experience.
I hated it.
Stereotypical jock, right? Well, not quite. Austin was very intelligent.
Like,
placed-
unironically, like, Hanukkah music's honestly kind of a bop compared to Christmas music. Like, Christmas music seems so fucking somber, like... Fuck, alright, okay, you know what, fuck it, Stunlock time. We've been hearing about murders, let's hear some Hanukkah Like, we all know what Christmas music sounds like, right? Like, fucking, Like, Hanukkah music, like, if it's what I think it is, it's kind of a bop, like... Is this it? No, that's not it. Like, okay, so, like, am I just, like... Okay. Yeah, so, like, there was this one Hanukkah song, and I have no actually idea what the fuck it's called. And, like... And it's just kind of like, you know, like, it's not the dreidel one. It's not the dreidel one. It's just like, God, I don't know enough about Jewish culture. I don't know enough about Jewish culture that I have no fucking idea, like what the fucking songs are called. But like, it was just like, it was like, like fucking just like upbeat and just kind of like, fuck yeah. Ignore the fact this holiday is based around several genocides. Ignore that. Ignore all the dead Jews who are stepping over here. Just keep, you know, light the candles. Fucking pass the dreidel around and the Passover and shit, whatever. Like, you know, like, I don't know what the fucking song is, though. But, like, most... Hannukah, is that it? Okay, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one! Yeah, like, that's... Alright, enough of that. We're gonna get DMCA'd by, I don't know, a fucking synagogue or something. Yeah, like, that's a fucking bop. And then you got, like, Christmas. And then you got, like, fucking, like, Christmas music. Like, and I'm not talking, like, oh, Christmas music. Like, and then you got, like, traditional Christmas music. Not, like, the stuff that's been made, like, recently. But, like, God, you can't even fucking find it because, like, you've got, like, all the new shit that's been made that's worse. What? Yeah, like, God rest ye merry gentlemen and shit. Like, fucking, like, that shit's just fucking, like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, da 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 da. And I'm just like, your savior has been born, motherfuckers! Cheer up! Cheer up! Fuck! Like, Jesus! Like, actually, Jesus! Like, gee, like, and it's like, oh, holy night. Fucking somber ass night. All is calm. All is fine. Like, Jesus has been born. Your problems are done. Cheer up! Fuck! Oh, Jesus. I'm trying not to wake, baby. No, that motherfucker needs to wake the fuck up. That motherfucker needs to wake the fuck up. He's got shit to do. Alright? I don't care if he's just been born. He's got shit to do. Fun fact, in some countries, they don't have Santa Claus. It's literally baby Jesus. They're making him work on his fucking birthday. Like... Fuck. Like, fucking, like, why is Christmas music so fucking dismal and fucking, like, somber sounding? Holy shit. Like, no wonder, like, the fucking record industry had to make, like, Holly Jolly Christmas. Like, fuck off. Like, how did the Jews get it right the first time? How did the Jews get it right the first time? Just, like, hey, look, our people have been genocided, like, several hundred times, and we've only existed for about 50 years. So, you know what? We're gonna enjoy Hanukkah, and we're gonna just go, like, fucking ham. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, they're having a good fucking time. They're having a good fucking time. And their holiday is based around actual nightmare fuel. Like, holy shit. And yet, like, Christmas is like, hey, yo, we're like the dominant religion. We haven't been genocided in like 1,000 fucking years. Let's fucking steal Saturnalia and make it suck. Like, holy shit. Let's steal Saturnalia and make it suck. Like, holy fucking Christ. Oh, hey, what? Oh, the Vikings got Yule over there? Okay, what's Yule? Okay, so you feast, you make a sacrifice of a goat to Odin, you give gifts, and you party and have a good time. Alright. What do we take the gift giving, we take the feasting, but we remove everything else that makes it fun? Like, holy shit. Uh, Hannukah was like 3,000 years ago. Okay, Moira, I know. I'm doing a little bit of what the kids call a hyperbole, you know what I mean? I'm doing a little bit of the hyperbole. And I know it's hyperbole. The fact I'm calling it hyperbole means that it's a joke. Hyperbole is a joke. Dave's toast. But I'm not wrong, though. I'm not wrong, though, am I? Uh. Look, look. You know there's some jokes in there. You know there's some jokes in there. You know like not everything I said there was serious and a lot of it was hyperbole and jokes. But my point stands. My point stands. And you know I'm right. Fuck. The holiday is so shit though. I had to have pagan traditions transfer over to be enjoyable. Very true. Very true. I'm gonna be honest. If I had to pick like a fucking holiday, I would straight up just take Viking Yule. And honestly, based on my ancestry, that's probably what I should be celebrating anyway. God, man, fuck Christendom. Okay, nobody take this personally, but fuck Christendom. The worst thing to ever happen to Europe and most of the known world is Christendom, alright? Like, fuck. Like, God. And here's the thing, I'm stone-ass sober right now, Fee. Imagine me high or drunk. Alright, let's keep listening to the murderer.
At the top of his courses all throughout his schooling, and even though he looked like the type of guy who could rough you up at a moment's notice, that's the last thing he ever wanted to do. A pacifist with a big heart, he was playful and funny, always smiling.
Wait a minute. No, like, Zeno, I'm fine. Stunlock over. Stunlock over, Zeno. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I made Zeno upset. Oh, no. I think I made Zeno upset. Oh, no.
So much every day that his father nicknamed him the Happy Boy.
The Happy Boy! He never ate a single face in his life, Your Honor.
Where he could help as many people as possible.
I just seem tense. Oh, no, I am not tense at all. I am so fucking loose, you have no idea, right? Like, I've had a good day today, okay? I've had a really good day today, you know? Like, I woke up, I went in the shower, I had a good time, I walked my dog, I went to the mailbox, I bullied Sai into doing laundry because I can't go to the laundromat without having an allergic reaction. My tits are bigger and more shapely than they were, like, last time I checked, so, you know, that works out. My hair feels nice. Like, and I just kind of feel pretty today, and I feel nice. I pet the cat. I did do that. I'm having a really good day. Like, holy shit.
Focusing on medicine. Near the end of his senior year, Austin's prayers have been answered. Before his graduation, he received a letter from Florida State.
The other cat is not in here. I think the other cat's enjoying the fucking tree that Cadalball got.
And accepted right away, enjoying the summer.
Oh, he's in bed. Okay.
Austin packed up the ends of the break and drove with his family to Tallahassee, Florida. Moving into his
okay, now you're pushing it because Gracie does not like me.
Austin was going in the right direction. His first year came in.
Hannukah is a celebration at that time. We thought, isn't it? What? Wasn't? Am I thinking of Passover? Hang on, what is the history of Hannukah? Hannukah. Oh, damn, it goes from the 18th to 26th. Man, get fucked, Christmas. Jesus. What? Zufanya, what the fuck? Wait, you guys get jelly donuts on your Christmas? Holy shit. Fuck. Jesus Christ, I got ripped off. No, I'm kidding. I was raised like by atheists. My parents are too narcissistic to believe in a higher power. Oh my fuck! I gotta go to Tel Aviv. Holy shit. All right. But God, yeah, like holy shit. They are the. Oh Jesus. Yeah, like yeah. So I was raised. So okay. So my family is basically atheist, but they still celebrate Christmas and they still have like a lot of like Christian shit, right? Because like their ancestry is Christian, right? So like, but like, goddamn, like I got ripped off. Holy shit. The Greeks took. Hang on, let me read it. I want to actually, I want to read the history so I can have like a proper, story. After the death of Alexander the Great. Wait, fuck. Alexander the Pretty Okay was here too. Fuck. All right. Judea became part of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt until 200 BCE, when King Antiochus III the Great of Syria defeated King Ptolemy V Epiphanes of Egypt at the Battle of Panium. Judea then became part of the Seleucid Empire of Syria. King Antiochus III the Great wanted to conciliate his new Jewish subjects and guaranteed the right to live according to their ancestral customs and continue to practice their religion in the Temple of Jerusalem. However, in 175 BCE, Antiochus IV Epiphanes, son of Antiochus III, invaded Judea at the request of the sons of Tobias. The Tobiads, who led the Hellenizing Jewish faction in I'm fucking sorry, Wait, Hellenistic Judaism? Oh, fuck, do these guys still exist? Do these guys still exist? Eventually marginalized and absorbed into the early Christian. Oh my god, no wonder, holy shit. No wonder early Christianity were such dickheads. They absorbed the Hellenistic Jews, and the Hellenistic Jews had a fucking chip on their shoulder. Holy fuck. They were expelled to Syria in 170 BCE when the high priest Onias and his pro-Egyptian faction wrested control from them. The exiled Tobiads lobbied Antiochus IV Epiphanes to recapture Jerusalem, as Flavius Josephus relates. Yeah. The king, being there to disoppose beforehand, compiled with them and come upon the Jews with a great army, took their city by force, and slew a magnitude of those who favored Ptolemy, and sent his soldiers out to plunder without mercy. He also spoiled the temple, put a stop to the constant practice of offering a daily sacrifice of expiation, as for 3 years and 6 months. Jeez, when the second temple in Jerusalem was looted and services stopped, Judaism was outlawed. In 167 BCE, Antiochus ordered an altar of Zeus erected in the temple. Well, that's a dick move. He banned Brit Milah and ordered pigs to be sacrificed. Oh my fuck! Oh my god! That's... Holy shit! Holy shit! That is... Okay, that's just going beyond. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Oh, I don't know what the fucking... Oh my Jesus. Like, okay, what's the opposite of kosher? Like that, because that's not it. Like, holy shit, that's fucking super not kosher, like, by definition, like, holy shit. When Antiochus's actions provoked a large-scale revolt, Matthias, a Jewish priest, his 5 sons Jochanan, Simeon, Eleazar, Jonathan, and Judah, led a rebellion against Antiochus. It started with Matthias killing first a Jew who wanted to comply with Antiochus's order to sacrifice to Zeus, and a Greek official who was to enforce the government's behest. Judah became known as Yehuda Maccabi, the Judah the Hammer. By 166 BCE, Matthias had died, and Judah took his place as leader. By 164 BCE, the Jewish revolt against the Seleucid monarchy was successful. The temple was liberated and rededicated. The festival of Hannukah was instituted to celebrate this event. Judah ordered the temple to be cleansed and a new altar be placed in the polluted one and new holy vessels be made according to the Talmud. For when the Greeks entered the sanctuary, they defiled the oils therein, and when the Hasmonean dynasty prevailed against them and defeated them, they made the search and found only one cruse of oil which lay with the seal of the Kohen Gadol, which contained sufficient oil for 1 day's lighting only. Yet a miracle... Oh, this is what the candles are for! Yet a miracle was wrought therein, and they lit the lamp therewith for 8 days. The following year, these days were appointed a festival with the recital of Halal and Thanksgiving. Oh my god, I did not know that's where the fucking... I did not know where that... Like, holy shit. Holy shit, that's super cool. I had no idea that that's where, like, the thing for the menorah came from. Holy shit. I mean, I'm still kind of right, though. I was still kind of right, though. It is kind of based off of a genocide. You know, it's celebrating them, like, you know, ungenociding themselves, but they still had to get genocided first. So I'm not entirely wrong. Holy shit. Like, I knew some of this. Like, I knew about the Seleucids trying to forcibly incorporate the Jews. I did not know that they were sacrificing pigs in the temple. I did not know. You know what? I think I like the Jews even more now. Like, holy shit. Like, I've always been pretty chill, like, historically with the Jews. Like, I think, like, you know, just, like, okay, fucking, like, from what, like, history I know of the Jews, they've always been pretty chill. Hi, RPX. But, like, the fact that, like, they get just dunked on like this and then just dunk in return, like, holy shit. Like, this is, like, I can vibe with this. I can vibe with this really well. Hi, RPX. Oh, RPX, you came in at, like, the best time. Holy shit. So we're learning about Hannukah. We're learning about Hannukah because I was curious. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how we got here. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, so, for those of you that know, like, I have, like, a background in anthropology and a lot of, like, history stuff. And, like, shut up back there. Sorry, my brain turned off because I fucking called me a nerd. And just, like, as I learn history, like, you learn a lot about Christianity and, like, the other religions around the time. And you just kind of have this thing of just, like, wow, these guys are kind of dicks. And, like, you know, like, they have, like, periods of being massive dicks. And then just, like, you kind of go from there. And then, you look at the Jews and what they're doing. It's like, okay, the Jews did this thing. And you're like, oh, that's kind of sussy. And then you look, it's like, okay, and it's in response to them getting fucking genocided, like, 50 to 100 years before. And it just keeps fucking happening. And you're just like, and then they make a holiday out of it, like a fucking trophy. And I'm gonna be honest, I can vibe with that. I can vibe with that. Yeah, I don't know. The Jews are cool. I like Jewish history. Jewish history is fun. I wonder if RPX just fucking bounced immediately. Like, I wonder, like, RPX, you still here, or did the lack of context just bounce you out? Okay. But yeah. Oh, jeez. Hang on. What's this? Oh, that's cool. He's just kind of, like, putting the oil in. That's neat. That's neat. I like that. Oh, Jesus. Alright, Moses, then. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Back to learning about the murderer. How did we get to Hannukah from a murderer? How did we do that? Because, like, at first we were like... First it was just like, okay, Hanukkah has better songs than Christmas, and then... I think the head pats are not... No, the head pats are working. I had them on my head, I just didn't say anything because I was talking.
Went and everything appeared to
How did we get there, though? We're talking about a murderer in fucking Palm Beach.
As he majored in biology. He found himself a nice girlfriend who was a member of a fraternity and had taken up bodybuilding in the absence of football and gathered a big social media presence by making videos for YouTube.
Lack of context. Lack of context helps stunlock new viewers. Alright then, fair enough. Yeah, head pets.
YouTube. Well, what do you know? God, we live in the future, don't we? I'm making a true crime story.
I swear to God, if that fucking murderer has more subs than me, I'm going to fucking kill him. Assuming he didn't get the electric chair.
About a dude who does...
But you did walk in when the only thing I said was the Jew. Oh shit, okay, you know what? With everything going on with Kanye lately, alright, I understand how that might have been concerning. Seelen! Welcome, Seelen! Oh, it's sombreros this time! Yeah! Welcome everybody! Welcome to the stream! We're just kind of hanging out. We're watching some YouTube. We just had a massive stun lock about the history of Hannukah. Can we get a shout out for Seelin, please? Ah, but what are you playing, Seelin? How are you doing? Scurry Ray. Oh, Scurry. Alright. What's Seelin got? Jesus. What game is that? No sound, only murder. Alright, got it. You're playing Jedi Fallen? Oh, hell yeah! How far are you? You enjoying it? I played
kill him that
game.
fast? Okay.
I played that game a while
I
ago.
didn't even realize I finished them all off.
Yeah, I played Fallen Order a while ago. It was really good. Like, you enjoying it? I know, like, some people, like, just bounce off it. It's really good, Fee. Like, holy shit, I cannot wait for the sequel. Especially because our boy's got a beard now. Our boy's really coming into, like, his Jedi-ness.
Who was like born in 1996 and makes YouTube videos. The fact that these people are old enough to have a true crime podcast cover them is kind of intense. This guy seems like he must have had some mental break, right? To just do this sort of thing. Although...
Like, I refuse to believe that this guy, like, ate someone's face because of a mental break. Like, that sounds like 16th century, like, oh, a witch got him, like, level shit, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, he had to have been on drugs, right? Right? Because, like, mental illness doesn't make you eat someone's face unless, like, there's something really, really wrong. There's a few mechanics I don't like wall running. Yeah, the wall running's a little sussy, I will say that. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wound up avoiding wall running whenever I could.
Matt said that his brain was degenerating, which makes me think, like, my hope is for this episode, and I know whenever people see this and they always comment, I'm so familiar with the comment of like, oh, Simon's going to be so disappointed, because he starts off being like, yeah, this will definitely end by that guy getting the treatment he needs, and he won't go to prison.
Yeah, no, it's
because
America,
Simon.
Don't be silly.
Whatever. They'll give him his pills.
Look up Hannibal
then he'll
Lecter. Wasn't
continue his
Hannibal
life and be
Lecter
a
not
doctor,
real?
And now he's head of surgery. And you're like, I just know that's not going to happen. Oh no.
Poor dear.
It seemed to be smooth sailing on the surface.
Like Hannibal Lecter's not real, right? Please tell me Hannibal Lecter isn't real. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Fee. I'm not reading all that, but like, damn. Okay.
Surface, underneath a smile. Here's a question for everyone out there. Who here is good at hiding their emotions? Or how about this? Let's get a show of hands for everyone who has ever been under a mountain of pressure of their own making and has to force a smile not to worry those you love.
No, I'm pretty bad at this. I'm not very good at hiding my emotions.
I mean, why would you ever need to hide your emotions? I've never hid my emotions from you guys ever. I've never been under a ton of stress to perform very well on stream or on video and then been crying afterwards. That's never happened. Hannibal is based on Jeffrey. Okay, I was gonna say, like, is he based off of Dahmer? Like, shit.
Things, or like, I'll also get easily happy about.
Like,
things.
Dahmer wasn't,
Like, I don't know,
didn't
my
have like
emotions
mental
are-
illness. He was just a sociopath. Sociopathy isn't a mental illness, is it? It's like it's just like your brain not good, right? Because an illness can be treated. Isn't sociopathy just like a no? That's a you know? Or am I off base on that one?
I'd rather be better at burying them a little bit, but I've never been very good at that. So I'm just kind of like, okay. Just, they live at the surface.
No, I mean sociopathy. Psychopaths are actually treatable. Psychopathy is treatable. That's why we have antipsychotic medicines. Sociopathy is a failure of the brain to develop the ability to, just function in society, you know? Like, it's like, so you know how, like, people with autism, can, have, issues with social cues? Like, they're aware that social cues exist, it's just, like, reading them is difficult. Sociopaths are, sociopathy covers a lot of disorders. So there's not just like one that's just like across the board. Yeah, like it's a personality disorder. It's like they're like whereas okay. Oh, it's okay. It's a blanket term. I fucking hate blanket terms. God damn it. Ah, Jesus. Like I was always under the impression that like a sociopath is able to see like it's kind of like reverse autism kind of thing, like in that way. Like, you know, like an autistic person can like they're aware that social cues exist, but they're really shitty at reading them a lot of the times. And then like a sociopath is the opposite. They're aware they exist. They just sorry, they're able to read them, but they're not. Oh fuck! I think I'm saying this wrong. Fuck. Essentially, they're manipulative pieces of shit. They're not affected by social cues or social whatever. The only way they're able to like interact with them is in the manipulative way, which they do instinctively. That's how it was explained to me, but also I was 13 when this was explained to me, so like it's like if I'm like I am totally down to like learn, so if anyone has like a better description,
about my
then
personal life,
alright.
let's get back to Austin, who was dealing with the exact same thing. It wasn't so much that his family was putting all this pressure on his shoulders, so much as it was that he was doing it to himself. Starting at age 17, Austin started drinking, and to say he drank like a fish would be an understatement. On many occasions, and especially at parties, Austin would drink so heavily that he'd black out every single time. That's pretty heavy.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know, I've definitely had periods in my life, like university and such, where it's been like, yeah, no.
Meanwhile, my ass can't drink like one Mike's Hard Lemonade without getting like real fucking wacky. Holy shit.
We'll get a little bit Larry, but there's only a few times in my life where I've been like proper blackout drunk. Where it's
Like I don't think I
what
can
is going
hit
on
that
and what
point.
happens?
I don't think I feel like I would die before I hit that point. Like holy shit, you know, like all right, blackout drunk time. One beer in. Ah, guys, I don't know where I am. Fuck. You know, like shit.
Why am I still wearing my clothes? But like every night, my dude, is like that's too much. That's too much. In fact,
Hello,
probably,
yes, Tetra Mama.
probably say should never get blackout drunk.
Probably shouldn't
been
get
a
blackout
very
drunk.
long
Yeah,
time.
no, it's probably not a good
Eventually
idea.
put down the bottle for good. Excellent, good for you. Only to dive headlong
here,
into
little
other
baby
substances
cat.
in order to escape the issues that he'd been suffering with. Weed was quite prominent in his life, so much
Let's
so that he ended up smoking
go.
every single day, supposedly to help him sleep. That's got to be better. Like,
Stay away
I
from
don't smoke
40
much
ounces
weed,
of malt.
and, I mean,
I'm
not
very
anymore, so
small,
I don't
okay?
smoke
Like
any.
holy shit.
Allegedly.
Like I weigh like
But
130.
I feel like
I
that's a
weigh
lot
like
healthier than getting
139
blackout
pounds or
drunk,
some
right?
shit like
Getting too
that.
high is like you're not gonna wake up the next day and be like, ooh, my liver hurts. Oh, my head is exploding. Oh, I need to be sick. You're just like, wow, got super high. Still feel it. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. The devil's lettuce is a fairly harmless pastime, but the other stuff wasn't. You name it, Austin took it. Mushrooms, LSD, Adderall, MDMA. These
Are y'all
pretty,
sure
like,
this
these are
wasn't
not-
the bath
they're
salt
like
guy?
party drugs,
Are
though.
y'all
Like,
sure
not-
this
they're
wasn't
not-
the bath
there's
salt
not,
guy? Like holy shit.
Crystal meth. Crack
You would
cocaine,
get drunk from
heroin.
Then
These aren't really
Tepache?
life-ruining
It's a
drugs.
2%
No one's
alcohol
like,
made
my
from
life was
pineapple.
destroyed by
Hey,
LSD.
2%? No,
It's
come
like, nah,
on. At
LSD
least
was a
like
fun
5%.
Saturday
Come
afternoon.
on now.
It's not like
I'm
people
a
don't get
big
addicted to
girl.
that shit, do they? I mean, Adderall maybe because it's like baby coke, but no, I don't think these are like the.
It's called an
They're not the
emotional
worst
dependence,
drugs, are
Simon.
they?
You
It's kinda
fucking.
like, these are pretty chill
dum-dum.
drugs. These are party drugs. I've never done any of these drugs, by the way. I'm not a big.
Like, yeah, like, I don't think he
person.
understands what an
I've
emotional
never done any of
dependence
those.
is. Like,
The man had a
Jesus.
cavalcade of drugs in his system at all times. Austin, for most
Isn't
of his
yes.
life, had also been struggling with some underlying mental issues. Depression is a hell of a thing, and something that most people deal with from time to time. Austin was no exception, and growing up, he struggled with occasional episodes. of
Adderall, yeah,
depression,
Adderall's
though
an
as he got
amphetamine,
older, and
yeah, too,
particularly
so it's
in
like-
2016,
like,
while he was in
Jesus,
college,
Simon.
said episodes got worse, along with becoming more frequent. He'd be on the highest of highs, only to crash down to the lowest of lows, and it seemed to
Like-
affect him more and more.
I don't want to say it because I do actually really respect Simon. I think like honestly, like Simon has got like the YouTube game like down fucking pat. Like, you know, guys know how like Matt Pat like sells like YouTube channel, fucking like audits and shit like that, and basically like, hey, I'll help you make your YouTube channel as powerful as game theory and shit like that. Like, like the level of like algorithmic and channel like knowledge that MatPat thinks he has is the knowledge that Simon actually does. Because like holy shit, this man takes like just will just make a channel on a whim, not advertise it at all, and it'll be just as big as his main channels in the space of like a day. Like when MatPat tried to get like Food Theory off the air, which off the ground, which I'm fairly certain Food Theory is dead now. Like that shit was languishing for months before it fucking popped off, and he was shilling that everywhere.
In his daily life. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or an expert in this in any way. This is
Like, I have infinite respect
manic
for this
depression,
man.
bipolar disorder.
Hi,
right?
Toby.
Where you have
Hello.
the super high highs and the super low lows. This doesn't sound like he needs MDMA and this kind of stuff. It sounds like he needs like antidepressants or these antidepressants that deal with bipolar disorder. God, I know nothing about this.
No, it's
That
antipsychotics,
for
I think.
bipolar, right? It just keeps you more chill.
Can you tell me the Food Theory was a real? Yes, it was. Hang on. Oh, fuck. All right, Stunlock. Okay, I guess we're getting Stunlocked again. Yeah, Food Theory was real. I wonder if the channel still exists. Really? Okay, I need to see. Okay, so it does still exist. Okay, so it got 4.12 million subscribers. No fucking way.
Internet.
God, shut the fuck up, MatPat. 1.5 million. Oh god, these thumbnails are actual fucking cancer. Holy shit. Yeah, like, it's really... Yeah, like, actually, holy shit. The only other... Yeah, like, he made Film Theory, Food Theory... Okay, so, like, here's Food Theory, 4.12. Last posted 6 days ago, 1.5 million. Let's see Game Theory. Like, and then we'll look at Film Theory as well while we're here. Yeah. Fucking 16.4 million subscribers. Wait, what the fuck? Hold up. Actually, what? Game Theory's got 16.4 million subscribers, and its most recent video only got 2.6 million, which is about 1 million less than on Food Theory, which, for the scale of channel he's making, is really bad. And then he made a previous video on Minecraft that only got 721k views. Holy shit. Like... MatPat fell off. Like, holy shit. Like, I really don't want to say bad because, like, I mean, like, my channel is minuscule in comparison. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I've been focusing a lot more on Twitch lately, so, like, understandably, like, my channel, like, is, you know, way smaller. But, like, god damn, you got 16.4 million subscribers and you're, like, you're barely pulling more than your alt channel that's only got 4.12. I imagine that, like, this 16.4 million number is probably mostly, like, people that subscribed, like, back when he was, like, you know, relevant and just, like, they just never unsubscribed, or it's dead accounts. Can we find Film Theory? Yeah. Alright, later, Toby. Alright, Film Theory. 11.5 million, most recent video, 1.5. Wow, holy shit, You think you're one of his subs and you never watch his stuff anymore? Yeah, like... Austin with the science is less popular than... I'm gonna be honest, like, I think that Austin is unironically a better presenter than MatPat. Like, no offense to theater kids, but, like, MatPat's just a theater kid with... MatPat's just a theater kid that, like, just parrots stuff that smarter people have said. Like, Austin is, like, actually a scientist, as far as I'm aware. Like, doesn't he, like, actually have, like, a fucking degree in, like, some fucking, like, really ridiculous shit? Like, I am... Yeah. Like, I think the main issue with Austin is that, like, one, he's tied his fucking ship to MatPat, which is a problem for obvious reasons. And then you've also got the issue where people think that he killed Shoddycast, which is like a really, really super popular like Fallout channel, when in reality the people that were running Shoddycast were wanting to quit. Austin really enjoyed the channel and he enjoyed making content for it, so he bought the channel from them so he could continue it. And everyone was saying that he killed Shoddycast when the people that originally made it just didn't want to do YouTube anymore. Yeah. Man, that's a ugh. Like you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Like it's kind of weird that like I've lived long enough, right? Hang on. Like, it's weird to think that I've lived long enough and I've been on this platform and YouTube and Twitch and all that long enough that, like, it seems like most of the channels I grew up watching go, like, one of two ways, right? Either they've, like, quit or fallen off, or they're just fascists now. Or maybe they were fascists all along and now it's just, like, okay for them to say shit, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, y'all remember Shadiversity? Like that Mormon Australian guy that did like swords and shit, and like his brother is like that like super popular artist. Yeah. What was his name? Jazza, yeah, like his brother's Jazza, that super popular artist. Like, apparently he's come out saying that like, yeah, he's come out saying that like if he was an American he would have voted for Trump. He agrees with, like, you know, like, most Republican GOP policies. He thinks that, like, you know, progressive politics, quote-unquote, has gone, like, way too far. He's, like, said some, like, really, like, tacitly homophobic and transphobic shit recently. And now he's saying that AI art is the future, and artists need to stop being so selfish and entitled. His brother is an artist. How the fuck? How the fuck do you say that shit? Yeah. Like, a lot of channels that I grew up watching, like, from, like, circa, like, fucking, like, 2008, like, through, like, 2013, like, channels that I'm still subscribed to, but probably just haven't watched in a long-ass time. A lot of them are coming back now, and they're just like, hey, yo, Hitler was right. Like, what the fuck? AI art is a tool. Yes, AI art is... Okay, I'm gonna say about AI art. AI art is a tool, right? It is a tool that you use for very specific purposes, but it's not intended to replace actual art. So... Okay, so... Fuck, okay, hang on. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys an AI thing that I actually use, okay? Okay. Essentially, yeah. Alright. So... Oh, shit and fart. Alright, hang on. So, this right here, this is an AI thing that I actually use. And by the way, I will point out, this does not actually draw from any pre-existing art. It generates from pictures and, like, filters and shit, right? So... Like, the only reason the only thing I'll use this for is, like, hey, I'm making a, I'm making a character for D&D, I need a picture to kind of, like, get the vibe. Or I'm making some NPCs for Cyberpunk, and I don't want to use the same 4 pictures or whatever. Or I want to brainstorm a new character idea. So, like, if I wanted to go, like, I don't know, long-haired elf, warrior woman, for example, right? Like, so, like, I wanted to make, like, an elf fighter, right? Like, I would do that, and then... And then once it's fucking finished, I'll have, like, I'll have something, and I'll be like, okay, so... Yeah. And here I have, like, an idea, and I'm like, okay, cool. So, like, now I can kind of like build a character around this. And then later on, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually get a real artist and I'll give them this picture and I'll be like, hey, so here's my D&D character. I used art flow to make this kind of picture. Can I get this kind of vibe? And I've gotten some really cool shit out of it. Yeah. Like, this is the kind of shit that AI is actually good for. And it's like, but using it to actually replace artistry, like, no. Like, and you can even see from here, like, this is really good looking, but like an actual artist would make this look 10 times fucking better. What? Okay. But yeah, like, yeah, so it's, what is this? Generating, your image is 2.0, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, so like, this is a 2.0 image, and this is a 1.0 image, so 1.0 is, you know, more like, you know, this, and then you got, like, the other one. But, like, as far as I'm aware, like, this does not pull from existing art. This is just, like, pictures on the internet and then put through filters. Like, and mushed together and shit, so... Like, yeah, AI is a tool. AI is a tool, and you need to recognize that it does, like, you can't use it to replace artists. Like, at most, you should use it as an idea board. Like, hey, I have, like, a rough idea of something I want to do. Let's plug it into Artflow and see what I get, and see if it's something that, like, I like and I'd want to actually have drawn. Like, that's probably about as far as you'd fucking go. Did you miss something? I don't think you missed something. I don't know. I was just bringing up the point that, like, a lot of old content creators are just turning into nightmare creatures. Mushed together isn't... I know that's not how it works, Moira. I'm not being, like, precise with my words, alright? That's really what it is. Alright, let's go back to watching
Well,
Murder.
like, it keeps you at a level rather than all that highs and
Make animating much more easy. I really don't want to get into this because art is not really my forte, but what I will say is that AI-assisted animation is not very good. Or at least, like, what I've seen is not very good. A lot of it looks really tweeny and... Ugh. Yeah, like, I really do fucking hate just, like... Fuck, I really don't want to talk about how YouTube is a shitty platform. God damn it. Okay, so, like, one issue with YouTube is that, like, basically, if you're an established channel with a large viewer base, they're gonna push you a lot more than a channel that is just started or has been around for a while and is relatively small. So, as a result, that means that the channels that have existed for ages and built up a lot of goodwill, now that they're deciding to come out and just, you know, talk about how much they love Hitler and shit, like, they're just kind of allowed to just go, and they're receiving, like, barely any repercussions, because it's borderline impossible to find anyone else. Like, YouTube, if you start on YouTube today, like, I'm sorry, gamer, like, fuck, the best time to start on YouTube was 20 years ago. I've noticed that's been changing. God, I hope so. Like, I'm not saying that, like, oh, my channel should be the biggest channel on YouTube, her. Though, I'm gonna be honest, if it had to be anyone, why not? Huh. That's me being a cunt, by the way, don't... But, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
lows.
I want to
His
look at the
internet
murderer.
searches by the end of the school year included things such as, how do you know if you're going crazy, and do I need to sleep? The answer to the first one is, it's not your problem, go see a psychiatrist and they will tell you. And the second one is, yes. Yes, you
I feel
do
like
need
if you need to
sleep.
ask
This
if you're
shows he was
going
aware
crazy,
something must have
that
been
kind
wrong,
of probably...
though he never reached out
That
for
says
help.
more... I feel
Reaching
like
out
that
helps
answers
really hard.
itself. The fact that
Like,
you
if you need help with
considered
something, it's
Googling
very-
that. Like, holy shit.
Especially, I feel like, for young guys. That's... I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking from, like, not personal experience, but, like, the experience
Yeah,
of my
hit that.
gender, maybe, but then I don't have...
There are platforms other than YouTube. Yeah, but most of them are garbage or tiny. Or have, like, really ridiculous upload limits. I mean, this is an alternative to YouTube. I'm gonna be honest, like... I'm gonna be honest, I like Twitch a lot more. Like, You know? Like, yeah. Like, I'm still gonna post on YouTube. Like, I'm still gonna post, like, my anime stuff on YouTube, and I'm still gonna, like, put the VODs on. Like, this VOD is going on YouTube, probably, so long as I don't get fucking yoinked. But, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I had to pick one platform to, like, have my livelihood come from, it'd probably be this one. I'm gonna be honest. Like, on this one, like, I can talk to you guys directly. Like, I know, like, YouTube does live streams as well, but YouTube's live streams are not super great. I can talk to you guys directly. Like, we can just kind of vibe and hang out. Like, it's a lot easier to control, like, advertisements. Like, on YouTube, advertisers are controlled entirely by Google. They decide when ads happen. Versus here, I get to make the decision about how my ads go, and I've fine-tuned my ads to the point where I'm still making a little bit of money whenever they go, but you're not getting bombarded with, like, fucking hour-long fucking ad segments, but also, like, you can load into the stream and not be hit with a pre-roll ad before you even know whether you want to fucking watch the stream, you know what I mean?
Have the experience of the other gender,
Yeah.
so I can't really speak to it, but I feel like there's that kind of like, no, or maybe it's more
So
like
hey,
being British.
remember to
It's
fucking,
probably
like,
more of a
follow,
British thing, which
subscribe,
is
and
just
whatever
like,
the
no, you just stiff up a lip, old bean, carry on. Yes.
Yeah,
no need
like,
to
that's
do
the one
that,
thing
just
about
you're-
Twitch. You
you're a
can't, like,
good
say,
boy.
like, you know,
Carry on.
like,
During
comment,
this time, it
subscribe,
started
shit like that,
becoming
because
more
that shit doesn't, it's like,
serious, more
oh,
devoted to
follow,
serious topics,
I
particularly focused on
guess.
civil rights matters, even claiming to be a spokesman for the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, getting involved with pressing issues is a bad thing. In fact, it's fairly commendable, but it was such a huge tonal shift from the person that he was that it just felt off. And he wouldn't shut up about it either. During that summer in 2016, he would talk to anyone who would listen about these serious and heavy topics, including the waiting patients at his father's dental practice while he worked there over school break.
Yikes.
Just what I need. A root canal. And a wheelchair.
Yikes.
However, these odd actions and behaviors wouldn't be the only issue with Austin. The darkness had already started its devilish work.
So this guy, that's weird, because this is not uncommon. I've actually seen this, like, before, like, in, like, psychoanalysis of shit. Like, people that have, like, dark, like, mental, intrusive thoughts and shit, they throw themselves into what's considered, like, good. They throw themselves into what's seen as, like, good causes in order to kind of, like, try and beat back, like, I'm not a bad person, look, I'm doing Black Lives Matter, and I'm campaigning for Hillary, and etc., etc., etc. And then they get, like, so fucking annoying with it that people shut them down, and then they just kind of spiral further. That's actually kind of interesting that, like, that's, like, not just, like, a one-off thing with this guy. It's something that, like, happens not uncommonly. So that's actually pretty neat.
Work on the boy.
I'm watching The Murderer, Fee. I'm watching the Murderer thing.
Surface that which had laid dormant within him for many years, and making them 10 times worse. Monsters of the mind. Unfortunately, depression wasn't the only thing that Austin had to contend with growing up. When he was younger, he would have bouts of sleep paralysis, accompanied by
Oh man,
some
love
violent
that.
hallucinations. Then
Which murderer? Austin Haroof. The frat boy werewolf. You understand what was happening? Oh, apparently our boy was going insane. Hey, Chihiro, what's up? Yeah, apparently the guy was going insane, and he was just having a real bad time with it.
Then in August of 2016, while staying at his girlfriend's house, the hallucinations all came flooding back to Austin like a tidal.
Oh,
He
shit!
woke up that night in a sweat and told his girlfriend that he was seeing monsters. Well, not the first time he had seen things that weren't real. This time, they seemed to be more pronounced than before. So
Let's
much
go,
so,
sleep
that something
paralysis
within Austin
demons.
changed. Soon he began studying religion and looking into the topic of philosophy. Through his studies, he believed that he would be the next savior of the people, comparing himself to figures like Jesus and Gandhi.
Oh, okay, we've got the
gained
delusions of
superpowers
grandeur
and the ability
fucking
to
part.
manipulate
Alright
himself.
then,
If
that's
he's telling
fun.
someone this, if this you're his family, if someone in your family is saying this kind of stuff, like, definitely
Call the
get
cops.
Get them
Before they
appointed
eat
with someone,
someone's face.
like, to look into this, because there's definitely something wrong. Like, because he's not like Jesus or Gandhi. No one's like that. It's Jesus. Well, Gandhi was, like, real. I mean, less.
I mean, yeah, also Gandhi, like, had some,
But
like,
you know what I mean. If
stuff.
someone's like
You know what
they're
I
the
mean? Like,
savior
ooh.
and all of this stuff, be like, have a little intervention. You know, be like, how about we go see?
God, do you remember the guy in China who thought he was Jesus? Like, and got, like, fucking, what, like, was it, like, fucking, like, 6,000 people killed? If I turn up the video a little bit? Okay, I'll try. Hang on, how about that?
So and so.
Is that better?
He'll maybe want to check you out. Maybe give you a little druggy drug.
Yeah,
We
like the
love drugs,
Boxer Rebellion.
remember?
Like, fucking
Austin
dude
continued
thought
to
he
get
was
worse and
Jesus and
worse
was like
as
tried to
the
like
weeks
make a
rolled
fucking
by. During
Christian
this time, he was
theocracy in
terrified of
fucking
the dark,
ancient
stating
China.
that
Like,
evil
when it wasn't
spirits
even
were
ancient
after
China,
his soul,
America
and he would
existed
sleep
at
with
that
the family
point.
dog every night because
Like,
he
holy
believed the
shit, it was
prince
like
would
it was like
scare the
relatively
ghosts away.
modern.
He at one point moved his bed into the garage as he believed that his home was infested with demons, and at night he would
Should have
wander
been in Detroit
endlessly
in the
around the
90s when they
house,
shut down the
loudly
site.
proclaiming
What
every
the
2 hours
fuck?
to his family that he was guarding them and
It was
their
like
home
it
from
was
the
like
wicked
18
evil
like 90
that was all
something.
around them.
Like the
So,
Civil War had just ended.
when
Like
Matt
fuck.
started this piece, and he was like, and then the family didn't do any. There was a line which I didn't comment on, but I thought about for a second, where it was like he said the family didn't do anything, and I'm like, you don't want to blame the family like too
No,
much.
you do.
Like, and then I realized, oh no, don't. You should have done.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with the fucking scriptwriter on this one. No. If you're in this sort of situation and your guy is like saying that he is like Jesus and he is fucking seeing demons in his sleep, call the fucking cops. Or no, not the cops, sorry. Call like someone. Holy shit. Call a fucking like medical fucking like brain. Call the Inception guys at least. Like fuck, like Jesus. 1899. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't say call the cops, because, like, I forget that American cops are, like, not very good at this shit, but, like, call, like, the brain doctor. Call the fucking funny guys in the white coats from the Happy Hotel or something. Like, Jesus Christ.
Done something. Like, if this is what's happening, this guy, you need to get them some help. He even started to believe he was a centaur, a
What? Okay, I'm sorry, what the fuck? Okay, no, this is 100% the family's fault. This is 100% the family's fucking fault. Holy shit!
Half-horse mythological creature because his star sign was Sagittarius. We'll come back to that whole
No
half animal
fucking
thing
way.
later. Trust me, it'll be very relevant soon.
No
enough. I have
fucking
no
way.
idea how that could. His belief in it being a centaur is somehow relevant to this story, which is intense. This.
Okay, hold up there, Simon. The guy ate someone's face. We've never seen a centaur. Maybe centaurs eat faces. Maybe centaurs eat faces. We don't know.
This guy has lost it. He's
Scapegoat's your old roommate. You called the Happy Hotel, right?
lost his mind. In a message to his girlfriend Katie several days before the attack, Austin stated, "I don't think I'm going crazy. I'm just evolved."
I should have laughed because he killed someone, but holy shit. Oh my fuck. Oh. Okay, so I was gonna say, holy shit, I was gonna say that he was clearly a reverse centaur, horse head and like human rest of it, but holy shit, that fucking quote just fucking, holy shit, that quote got a fucking surprise round on me, Chief, holy fuck.
Becoming more intelligent, thinking that I am worthy and just to help others with the pain that they have. That's all I want. Then, on August the 14th, 2016, the Sunday before the attack we started our story with today, Austin attended a gun show with his father's girlfriend, and a friend of his. It was there that Austin bought a knife for protection.
What? Okay, okay. My guy went to a Florida gun show. Thinking that he was like this super evolved being and there were demons out to get him. And instead of buying a gun, he bought a knife. I'm going to be completely honest. If I saw someone go to if I was that guy's family, and that guy's family, there's no way they didn't know that he was a little bit, in the head. Like, like, if I see someone go to a gun show and they buy a knife for protection, I'm gonna start being like, there might be something a little wrong with that boy. Like, it's a Florida gun show. You guys know how easy it is to buy a gun at a Florida gun show? A gun show, it's basically it's like a county fair where people with guns go to basically, like, do shooting ranges, shooting contests, and a lot of gun stores will sell excess product there. People that have a gun that they don't want will try and sell it there, and then they'll use that money to buy another gun at the show, maybe. Like, I knew one guy who would every year go to the gun show and he would, like, take a gun, sell it, and then use the money he got from selling that gun to buy another gun. And that way, he owned, like, basically every single, like, modern, like, sporting rifle in existence that way. It was actually pretty neat. Like, do they have gun shows? Are they as fucking nightmarish as Florida gun shows? Because holy shit. Yeah. Like, literally, Florida gun shows... So, Florida has a law where... So, fuck, okay. This one, I have to speak really carefully on this one, because if I say it wrong, Republicans will either rip me to shit, or liberals will. So, in Florida, there is a law on the book that is widely regarded as the gun show loophole, but it really has nothing to do with gun shows, where a private citizen can sell a firearm to another citizen of the United States without any background check or documentation whatsoever. The only documentation is the documentation that is traded with the firearm itself. And the idea is you take it to an office and you register it there, but a lot of people don't because they either forget or it's Florida and they don't care. So if you go to a Florida gun show and you are a convicted felon, it is very, very easy for you to purchase a firearm. Just don't get caught with it. Like, and like, no one will ever know that you have it. So long as a cop never pulls you over and, like, and is like, hey, you're a convicted felon, are there any firearms in the car? So long as you say no, and you don't give the cop a reason to open your car, you can just drive off with that fucking gun that you're not supposed to have. Like, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, it's a really bad thing. People that probably should not have guns should not be allowed to have guns. But the fact that this kid went to a fucking Florida gun show and left with a knife... Holy shit. Yeah, oh yeah, and there's people selling tubs of bullets. By the way, like, if you do own a gun and you're in Florida, the best place to buy ammunition is at gun shows, because holy shit, like, you can get, like, the cost of bullets in Florida is ridiculously fucking high. At a gun show, though, you can get, like, shit that people have hand-loaded for, like, pennies. It's ridiculous. At least according to my dad. But, you know, I'm not exactly on talking with him anymore, so, you know, for obvious reasons. Yeah. Oh boy, but, like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I will say, though, for those bullets, you probably want to be very, very careful with them, because if they are hand-loaded, you want to make sure that it's not over-pressurized ammo, otherwise, you're gonna get Kentucky ballistic. That's all I'm gonna say.
This same knife will be used quite heavily the next day. The day of the attack. With everything established, we are once more back to the day of August the...
Oh, yeah, Kentucky ballistic. Please tell me you guys know enough about... It's a really good jingle. Like, oh my god, like, Scott from Kentucky Ballistics is, like, the one gun tuber that I... If Scott from Kentucky Ballistics or Matt from Demolition Ranch ever turn out to be fucking, like, homophobes or transphobes, just all around bad people, unironically, it's gonna make me sad. Unironically, it's gonna make me sad, because they seem like such kind and caring people. You know, like, yeah, like, if he ever turns out like fucking like a fascist like fucking donut operator, a fucking Trump tard like Brandon Herrera, like, or just like any other the fucking gun tubers that like just turned out to be fucking nightmare people, like I would actually be pretty sad. Isn't he the one that like openly wants like an ethno state? Or am I thinking of someone else? Like, there's one of them that wants a ethno state, and I thought it was Donut. Regardless, I think Donut might be... Yeah, I think Donut might be too sussy for me, even then. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know that Scott's good, I know that Matt's probably good, fucking, I know, like, I've heard the Garand Thumb is really chill. Like, I know he makes fun of Biden a lot, but, like, Iraq veteran 1488, okay. Oh my god, wait, is his name actually 1488? Holy shit, that's actually a fucking Nazi dog whistle, holy shit. And I know Ian is good. That's like 4 gun tubers. That's 4 gun tubers that are actually good people. And I'm gonna be... Oh, wait, no, Hickok, that's 5. Hickok is just fucking gun grandpa, so he's probably fine.
The 15th, 2016. It's worth noting at this point, Austin's family had indeed been worried about him for quite some time, as his behaviour over the summer had continued
Hi,
to get
Nemo.
stranger.
Yeah, I stream every day.
However, instead
I
of
stream every day
thinking
at
there was
4.
something wrong with his mental state, they confronted him
We're watching
and
a
asked if he
murderer.
was doing drugs, to which he admitted that he was. Either way, he needs help. Like, yo, if someone comes to you and is like, I'm staying up at night to protect you because I'm a centaur.
Hang on, I want to take a sip of my drink. Hang on. Tau Fledermaus, are they okay? I don't actually watch Tau Fledermaus, so I didn't want to say, but yeah, like, as far as I'm aware, there's 5 gun tubers that aren't fucking Nazis or transphobes, and I'm gonna be honest, like, if any one of those 5 turns out to be a monster, it's actually gonna upset me. Yeah. Like, holy shit. Like, I will say, Garand Thumb is a little sussy. I feel like Garand Thumb is the kind of guy that, like, he's like an old school Republican, you know what I mean? Like Bush era, you know, like he votes Republican and he probably disagrees with the way you live your life, but he's not gonna push you on it because this is America and you're free to do what you want, you know? And that's the kind of vibe that I can totally get behind. You don't need to agree with me in my life choices and like who I am. Just don't get in my fucking way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Of course, like, you know, and then there's some people that just, like... Yeah. You saw one video Garand Thumb and you're like, eh... Well, which one? I haven't seen all of them, so, like... Yeah, like, he strikes... Yeah, like he gives you, like, that George Bush, like, Mitt Romney kind of vibe, you know? Like, he doesn't agree with your life choices, but he's not gonna stop you from making them. Which, I'm gonna be honest, like... As, like, the wheel of progress turns and we get, you know, more rights for trans people and, you know, gay people are less stigmatized and, like, racism is kind of, like, you know, shuffled off to the retirement home and, like, shot in the back of the head behind the chemical shed, you're gonna wind up getting... You're still gonna have people that disagree with, you know, that disagree with that thing. But, like, the idea is, at most... They kind of, they disagree, but they're gonna live their own lives and whatever, and they're gonna respect the fact that this is America, and fucking Americans, you know, like, this is America, do what you want, right? And then, like, that at most is what you get, as at most is what you want, and then over time, as the Overton window shifts towards progress, those people are gonna get old, they're gonna die, and their kids are gonna live in that society that more accepts those things, and then... Exactly, like, okay, so I, personally, do not like Christianity. I do not like organized religion in general. I think organized religion is cringe as shit, right? But, if someone came along and said, I wish to outlaw Christianity, I wish to outlaw Islam, I want to outlaw Judaism, you better fucking believe I'd be up here saying, hey, yo, that's fucking wrong. Like, let them worship how they want, right? It doesn't hurt you any for them to go to fucking synagogue or whatever. It doesn't hurt, like, or church or fucking mosque or whatever the fuck. right? Oh, ball, right? Like, just because I don't fucking like it doesn't mean I'm not gonna be like, hey, yo, let them fucking, like, so long as they're not hurting anyone, so long as they're not calling for, like, the death of the gays or whatever.
Doesn't matter
Yeah,
what they're on.
exactly.
If they're on something, they need to get off it, and if they're not on something, they need to get on to something else.
Yeah, see, Shooty's got it. Shooty knows exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about some of them.
Trans rights.
Hell yeah.
Like a proper drug for people who think they're centaurs, because he's not a centaur.
Do you mean ivermectin? Oh, that'd be a drug for centaurs, right? Am I even allowed to say that? Holy shit, I don't actually know. Fuck.
And it's kind of fucked up. Alright? If anyone in your life thinks they're a centaur right now, assistance for them. It's necessary. Quickly.
Yeah, ivermectin is horse medicine, and it's what the fucking Trump tards thought was the cure for coronavirus, yeah. Yeah. Like, all the Trump tards were like, I don't need that vaccine, I got this ivermectin horse paste. Let me rub it on my gum line. Like...
And if you're thinking maybe you're a centaur, also get
There ain't
help.
no ketamine.
You're not.
No?
You're not a centaur. They're not real.
Imagine if I was like a centaur VTuber. Imagine if I was a centaur VTuber, just like, are you sure about that? Like, you know, like... Oh, jeez.
Don't do that.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hang on, I can make a little zoom.
You're gonna make fun of me right now?
His family clung to the belief that it was the drugs making him act like he was, even after it told them
There we
he'd
go.
given up drugs near the tail end of summer vacation. It's understandable that they would first latch on to any explanation, that they wouldn't want to face the reality that something was off with their son's brain. However, when it became clear that something other than drugs was wrong with Austin, his family made a plan to utilize something known as the Baker Act, also known as the Florida Mental Health Act of 19...
Oh, no! Oh, no, they didn't. Hi, Leaf. Hello. Oh, no, not the Baker Act. Oh, God, this never ends well. This never ends well. Oh, no. Also, I love how we just normalize otherkins. Okay, look. Okay. Fuck, am I gonna have to defend otherkin? Fucking goddamn it. Alright. So, otherkin are harmless. Alright? Otherkin are harmless. That's all I'm gonna say, right? I know several otherkin. Some of them are like my closest friends. They are totally harmless. They're fine. They just fucking feel like more akin to like the animal they fucking kin as versus like humanity. And that's fine, so long as they're not, you know, like hurting themselves or, you know, being like this motherfucker, like they're fine. Yeah, like Moira, those people are fine. Like they're quirky. They're quirked up, maybe not goated with the sauce, but they're fine. They're harmless. The Baker Act. I believe that Simon is going to explain what it is. If he misses something, I will explain it further, because the Baker Act is really fucked up, and it's actually been used against my family before.
71. The Act allows for involuntary institutionalization, an examination of a patient with said examination.
I don't know what diet otherkin, you know otherkin is a spectrum, but whatever, I'm not gonna go into it. They're furries out the basically, they're furries, but like on the like extreme end, where it's no longer like, oh yeah, I feel like I identify with dolls, I really like the way they look, I think they're really cool, and, you know, I represent myself online with, you know, and then otherkin are like, another kin would be if I was like, my soul is that of a doll. I wish to live in the burrows beneath the Siberian wilderness. I wish to dunk on tigers and like take care of my pack. Like that shit would be like otherkin, like at the extreme end, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly why they do it, Chihiro, exactly. Like, that's what otherkin are at the extreme end, and like, even then, they're not that bad. Like, a lot of them mostly just need therapy. But then you get, like, the low-grade otherkin, Then you get like the low grade otherkin that are just kind of like they you know they feel more in tune with like the animal of their kinning or whatever the fuck. Like it's basically just like more extreme furry, but like majority of them are fine. Like this guy who thinks he's a fucking centaur, that guy's got other shit wrong with him. I do not think he's an otherkin. I think he's just a fucking crazy person. Fun fact: dolls actually make tigers look like fucking chumps all the time. A lot of tigers they'll get dunked on by a doll once, and then when they see them, they'll just won't engage because they know because a doll can run faster than a tiger, and a doll is smart enough to know how not to get caught by the tiger. So, yeah. I'm gonna regret bringing up the 12 nips thing, aren't I? God damn it.
Examination, sometimes lasting up to 72 hours before the patient is deemed
Hang on, I'm gonna go
violation
back.
of a Mental Health Act of 1971. The Act allows for involuntary institutionalization, an examination of a patient with said examination, sometimes lasting up to 72 hours before the patient is deemed medically stable. Excellent. This sounds like something he definitely needs to utilize.
No. No, that is not what the Baker Act is. Holy shit, that is like that is what the Baker Act is on paper, but like in reality. Okay, so the Baker Act. It is something that my family has been threatened with before because cops can use it punitively, but no one in my family has actually ever been Baker Acted. But we do know someone who was. Here's what so this guy had a psychotic break, and so this guy had a psychotic break, and it's a guy that I don't know if my sister knows it. My sister had an ex that got Baker Acted, but I'm not going to talk about him because that's her story to tell, not mine. But I knew a guy who got Baker Acted. He had a psychotic break, and he was in a very self-harming state. And he got Baker Acted because, of course, like his girlfriend was like, okay, I'm going to use the Baker Act. I'm going to have him like under medical supervision for 72 hours. He's going to hopefully be better at the end of it, right? No, that's not what happened. What actually wound up happening was, and then he like basically recounted this after, because basically he kind of like stabilized after about like 4 hours. So what they did was they took him to like a hospital. They locked him in a room. They handcuffed him to a bed, and they left him there for 4 hours. During that 4 hours, he kind of came to and was like, "Where the fuck am I? Holy shit, what's going on?" A doctor came in and was like, "Okay, you've been Baker Acted for being a crazy motherfucker. All right, are you sane?" And he was like, I'm feeling sane, but yeah, like I had like a mental break. I'm like, do I need like some treatment or whatever? And the doctor's like, "Nah, you just need to chill off." And the doctor left. He didn't see a single human being for the next 48 hours, where they brought him some food. They brought him some food, which they just, by the way, he was handcuffed to the bed, so he had to eat it like a dog. And then the next 24 hours went by, and they released him, and then they sent him out, and then they charged him for the damage he did to the fucking hospital room because he spilt the food, because he had to eat it like a dog. Baker-tite? Who the fuck? Who said Baker-tite? It sounds like an extreme case and a shitty health. I don't know, regardless. But all I know is that the Baker Act is really not great. And I'm gonna be honest. Essentially, basically, like, if someone is believed to be acting mentally unstable, Bakerite, I don't know. I'm talking about the Baker Act. Baker Act. Bakeract. So, oh boy. So, like, so basically what the Baker Act is, you can be totally, like, mentally normal, right? And then someone can Baker Act you, call the cops, Baker Act you, and then you're locked in a hospital room for 72 hours. Like, even if you're deemed medically stable when you arrive, as per the Act, you still need to be restrained for 72 hours. And I do mean restrained. They handcuff you to the bed. Like, I know 2 instances in which that happened. The one I just told you about and another one. The alternative is worse. I'm not saying that the Baker Act... Okay, in theory, the Baker Act is a good idea. In theory. But the problem is we live in America. The problem is we live in America, and the even bigger problem is that this act is in fucking Florida. The worst state to have a mental problem in.
At the end of the 72 hours, the family or caretakers of the patient are given a treatment plan so they may help their loved one going forward. This act is able to be initiated by the family and friends of said individual,
It is extremely
but only under the
hellish, yeah.
conditions that the patient has shown signs of a possible mental illness and is in danger of becoming a harm to themselves or others, or is self-neglectful. It's great there's a law like this that exists. It gotta be...
Oh, Simon. Oh, God. Simon, no. It's really bad. It's really bad, Simon. We don't have it in North Carolina, and I almost died because of that. I mean, like, there needs to be a safety net. There needs to be a safety net for people having mental health issues. There does. But the Baker Act ain't it, Chief. The Baker Act is not it. Especially if someone's having a mental break, handcuffing them to a hospital bed is just gonna make it worse. Especially if they're having, like, paranoid, like a fucking paranoid schizophrenia or something. Like, which this guy might have. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, bipolar disorder or something. Like, holy shit.
super hard to get something like that passed, right? Because you're essentially saying that you can lock someone up. They haven't committed any crimes. You can get them, like, locked up for like 72 hours, even if they haven't done anything. Because you think, you know, as an adult, you're not committing any crimes, you're not breaking the law. Who has the right to take you away?
Yeah, that's the issue with the law, Simon. I know, Fee. I know. Like, that's the issue with the law, Simon. Like, holy shit.
But it's nice that something like this exists. I'm sure.
Like, it's literally a law that allows anybody to suspend your fucking habeas corpus. My pets. Yeah. Like, it's a law that allows anybody, by the way, anybody can do this. You can call in a Baker Act on anyone. So long as you can kind of, like, justify it to the dispatcher that you're in a position to, like, know what's going on. Right? Like, you say to the dispatcher, hey, this person's acting crazy, I need you to send cops, we need to enact, like, the Baker Act or whatever the fuck. The cops will show up, they'll bundle this guy into a police car, drive him to the hospital, they lock them in the fucking in the hospital room, and that's just 72 hours, they're gone. Like, fuck. Like, there are cops in my hometown that, like, routinely, by the way, the police chief is incredibly fucking corrupt in my hometown, like, back in Florida, literally, like, if there's somebody that he doesn't like, that he cannot, like, pin charges to, he'll just Baker Act them as kind of like a show of force, basically, like a thing of, like, hey, I can lock you away for 72 hours, and the state will let me do it.
It can be abused.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
imagine it's something.
Like, you need, like, mental health, like, there needs to be mental health, like safety nets and shit, but, like, this ain't it.
It does more good than bad, right? For people who think they're centaurs. Sadly, while the right course of action, it came far too late.
Like, it's a really,
that
like,
morning, Austin was
icky
reported to have headed
thing
to a
to
friend's
tackle,
house,
because
and after
it's-
an odd conversation where Austin
in
asked
theory, it's
what
good,
year
but
he
in
was
practice,
born,
it's
his
fucking
friend suggested
Florida.
they drive to the beach to meet up with a group of friends along with Austin's little sister Haley, to which Austin agreed. After arriving at the beach, Austin excused himself, saying that he'd forgotten something at home.
He'd forgotten his
He had
fucking
changed his
centaur
outfit,
legs.
now donning long, thick pants, sunglasses, 2 wristwatches, and a thick Falcon jersey.
Hey, look,
Wearing
look, sometimes you need 2 wristwatches, because you need to check time of day, and the fucking... Fuck, the joke got away from me. Shit!
2
no.
wristwatches.
Look, you gotta
need to double
check
check
your
the time.
weed time, and you gotta check
That was
your
a rather
you
hot
gotta
day. It's
check
Florida
your
after all,
alcohol
so his
time.
friends
I don't
were
fucking know.
perplexed at his
Leave me
outfit,
alone.
giving him guff about it and saying that he'd be too hot in those clothes. Austin, who normally would have taken their teasing in stride, exploded at his friends and sister, saying, "If you fucking tell me I'm crazy, I will fucking kill you."
Hey, so this is why the Baker Act is a bad idea? Like, I'm gonna pause it right here. But I guarantee you that while he was in that 72-hour holding thing, the doctors out and out called him crazy to his face. The doctors out and out called him crazy to his face as he was handcuffed to a hospital bed. Like I can absolutely guarantee you that's what happened. Like, as he was there, kind of wondering why the fuck he's there, you know, kicking with his little centaur legs, like, fucking the doctor's like, look, you're fucking insane, you've been Baker acted, we're gonna hold you here for 72 hours while we do a psychiatric, like, examination. Like, it's this sort of explosion here that makes me think that, like, yeah, he had about as good of a Baker Act fucking experience as most people that do.
This, once again, was so out of character for the...
What? Yeah, the one where people that get called crazy get locked in fucking essentially hospital prison for fucking 72 hours. Yeah, it's great. It's fun, right?
Happy and goofy Austin, they all knew and loved that they were all taken aback, apologizing and letting the matter drop.
Like,
Austin, still agitated,
like, y'all know
continued
I'm
to
not
give
wrong
nasty
on
looks
this.
to his friends, saying mean-spirited remarks and running around like an animal the entire time they were at the beach. When Haley confronted him and told him to settle down, he did so, only to tell her he was half horse and that he was also immortal. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
Immortal Centaur,
I mean,
man! Let's
it does
go!
Feel like, okay, you can see...
The AR seems like it would scare people off the actually. Yeah, like, literally, like, fucking, like, holy fuck. The idea that your habeas corpus can just be suspended because you're suspected of being crazy, and then, like, okay, either, like, you're not crazy, and during that 72 hours, they convince you are, or you are crazy, and you're just told again and again and again that you're crazy. Like, of course somebody who's crazy is going to have a negative reaction to that, and when they're just released after that 72 hours, it's just gonna be like, holy shit, that's a time bomb that, like, did not have its fuse lit before, and now it does. Well done, Florida.
See why it maybe took them a while to do something about his mental health, but once you've decided to do that, just do it. Oh, yay. Austin, Haley, and his friends eventually broke off from the group and headed
y'all
together
see
to
what my
Duffy's,
issue
the
is,
local
right? Like,
restaurant
holy
in the
shit.
area to meet up with Austin's father and his girlfriends. As the three of them were walking...
I live? Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Moira. Like, I've lived in Florida. Like, I've lived in Florida. Like, I do think that this... Like, I do, like, the act needs to reform. I'm not saying the act needs to not exist. I'm saying the act needs to reform. Because it's a... This is the kind of shit you get.
Along, suddenly Austin decided he wanted to test his so-called immortality, so he began walking into the oncoming traffic. Thankfully, Haley was...
Another fun fact, most of the world's current population would be considered insane 40 to 80 years ago. That's, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing, yeah.
Was able to grab him before. There is that, what, self-neglectful, or whatever it was? Reason for putting people on that 72-hour mental health thing? Yeah, walking straight into traffic because you think you're an immortal half-horse? Yeah, that qualifies. Let's go. So yeah, if things didn't seem dire before, they certainly seem so now. Finally meeting up with Wade and his girlfriends, the five of them entered Duffy's and were seated at the back of the restaurant. Things are going well for a little bit. That is until 15 minutes or so into the meal. At that point, Austin simply got up for his table and walked out the front
sorry
door.
I offended
no prompting,
you, like...
no altercation, no real indication as to why. He simply got up and left. But it wouldn't take long to figure out where he was going. A few minutes later, Austin's mother, Mina, who lived fairly close to the restaurant, heard someone enter her house. Going to investigate, she discovered Austin in her kitchen. What was he doing there? Why, he was chugging down vegetable oil like it was nothing.
What the
scarfing down
fuck?
Parmesan cheese, leaving a mess all over the counter. That's
I'm not saying it shouldn't exist. I'm saying it needs to be reformed. Like, literally, my issue is not that the act exists. No! No, that's not what I'm saying! Fuck! Jesus! Like, what I'm saying about the Baker Act is that it's a... I'm not saying preventing harm is bad. No. What I said was, the Baker Act is good on paper, but its execution leads to abuses. That's what I said. That is what I said word for word. Like, the act needs to be reformed to function in a way that cares for the people that need it. It can't be abused like I've seen it be abused. It needs to be done in such a way to actually care for the people that need it. And those people that do need it need to be presented as human fucking beings, not insane animals chained to a bed and treated like fucking zoo creatures. No, that is not my issue. That is not what my issue is. My issue is the abuse. Like, someone's habeas corpus being revoked on someone else's whim, yes, that's fucked up. Is it necessary? Is it necessary in some situations? Yes. Fucked up things need to happen all the time. My issue is that revocation of habeas corpus is often used for abuse. Like what Nemo just said would be like a very, very good amendment to the act. Like the act should only be able to be invoked by people that are close family or have guardianship over you. It shouldn't be able to be used by a random police chief. You don't have it here? Okay, then please, like, believe me when I say the Baker Act, in theory, is a good idea. And there are people it's helped. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. There are people that it has helped. But it is abused very often. And it certainly didn't help the guy this video is a subject of. You know? It's an imperfect act that is open to abuse. And yes, it's good that, like, there is an act. Yeah. It is good that there's an act that, in theory, is designed to help people. But it is bad that it is abused as much as it is, and leads to a lot of people having, like, this guy's experience. Yes, but... Okay, I'm gonna stop, because... Literally, I have said... Like, my opinion on this is something that I have said multiple times. I have rephrased it to try and get my actual point across multiple times. And I think I've been as clear as I physically can. It's not a bad act, but it is being used for bad reasons.
Rough. Like, I like Parmesan cheese, but dude, it's super strong. Also, he's
man's just
drinking
eating
oil,
vegetable oil now. Like, holy shit.
It's not the sign of a mentally healthy individual. Running up to him and stopping from consuming any more, Mina made him change his clothes as they were now a mess from the cheese and oil, and then drove him back to the restaurant, driving away after dropping him off.
Like this is post-Baker Act. Like walking into traffic and guzzling vegetable oil is post-Baker Act. He got worse. He got worse after it. Like, holy shit.
He's fine. He might be a little sick later and he's gonna have a horrible poo tomorrow, but he's fine. As soon as Austin sat down, Wade, who'd had enough of Austin's antics over the months, finally looked at his son and said, totally exasperated, "Oh, what is wrong with you?" With those words
to which he
from his
said,
father...
Nay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot his father was at the restaurant, so it's not like the mother just dropped him off and that was that. Obviously the father's there, that's fine, sorry. Should keep track of what's going on in today's episode better.
Yes,
and
Simon,
after months of his mind slipping further and further away, whatever was holding Austin and Haruf together finally snapped, and the darkness consumed his heart and mind completely. With that, Austin stood up and slammed his father's face against the back of the booth.
Holy
before
shit!
letting him go and storming out of the restaurant. After a moment, his friend got up and went to look for him, but by that time, it was too late. Austin was gone, and the darkness was in control.
Like, my guy just fucking was like, alright, Dad, fuck you, smash, like, Jesus.
And with that, we're right back where we started. Jeff had called the police and was lying there in his house, losing blood fast, all while the screaming from across the way was getting worse. Soon enough, though, the sounds of sirens pierced the night as the police rushed to the scene. Allow me to put your mind at ease for Jeff. He was found
Is Jeff
and
okay?
patched up, and the medics
Yeah, let's go,
made it
Jeff!
just in time to save his life. The same can't be said for John and Michelle. Disclaimer. What's about to be relayed, Simon, is rather disturbing and graphic. However, it is truly the crux of the case and the biggest part of the story.
All right, how
So
much
stay the
face
course,
did
boss,
he
and
eat?
hold on to your butts and your stomachs, ladies and gents. Okay. Like, Matt knows the rules about less Saw, more CSI, but, you know, sometimes these things... It's the crux. I'm trusting
No,
you,
come
Matt.
on now. I need
Please
to
don't
know
ruin my day.
how much of his face, how much of the
I get
face
the
did
feeling
he
this is gonna
eat?
ruin
Like,
my
did he,
day.
like, you know, like jaw
As the
up,
officers
like
arrived
nose,
at John
like
and
we got
Michelle's
eyes
house and
working
exited
on here,
their
like
vehicles,
fucking
they could hear what
jalapeno
sounded
poppers, like
the
fuck.
grunts and snarls of an animal, the weak and desperate calls for help, and they could see a large stream of blood flowing down the length of the driveway. Rushing up to the garage, guns in hand, the police were thrown headlong into a horror movie. Michelle was lying lifeless inside the garage, having been beaten and stabbed to death before the police.
Apparently, yeah. Like I thought this was the bath salt guy, but yeah, like apparently, like a face got ate. So fucking
could arrive. John was a different story, and Austin was still upon him when the police arrived. Austin had John on his back on the ground, gasping weakly for help
Jesus.
from the officers. He wasn't beating him. He wasn't stabbing him. No, he was eating him.
Yep,
Yes,
all right.
you read that right. I promised
Hi,
I'd
Rel,
look
what's
up more
up?
cannibal stories for you, so here we
Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're just we're having a little bit of a vibe stream, and then like I saw this in my, it's taken us about like 2 hours to get through this 40-minute video.
Yeah, oh god.
Oh
I
my
do remember now.
Jesus.
Why? Austin Arif was latched onto John's face, pinning him to the ground with one arm, and with his free hand he had it hooked into John's cheek, allowing him to rip into it with his bare teeth, chewing and swallowing as he went, growling and snarling.
Holy shit! So this isn't just like you know like zombie movie like you know ripping pieces off and like this was just like straight up just like fucking like a fucking dog would. Like holy shit, that's fucked. Jeez, you okay?
The whole time. As the police looked on, they observed that there were already portions of John's face and chest missing, indicating that Austin had been on him for several minutes. consuming this
Several
innocent man
minutes?
alive. I can only imagine the sheer agony. and
Holy
terror
sh-
John
Oh my god! I thought this was just like he had like a nibble or something. I thought this was just like, you know, he just gone like but like for like multiple minutes? Holy shit. Like oh my god. Alright, yeah, okay, frat boy werewolf. Alright, understood.
must have experienced.
Like yes, like from the chest up. So like man started at the titties and just like started just eating his way up, like fuck. Started the breast meat and went just oh my Jesus.
In those moments. The police leveled their guns at Austin, but they didn't want to shoot for fear of hitting John. Instead, one of the officers pulled out his taser, fired it into Austin, sending 50,000 volts of electricity through the man's body, and it did nothing. Austin simply ignored what should have been mind-numbing pain and continued to devour John's face,
50,000 volts and he just kept
oblivious
going?
to the police's
Holy
presence.
shit!
Without a second of further hesitation, the same officer repositioned himself and kicked Austin squarely in the face, throwing him off John for but an inch.
Okay, look, I feel like if you're looking at like a guy who's like started at someone's titties and just started eating their way up, I feel like at that point, like, just fucking just get your gun. Just get your gun at that point, you know what I mean? Just like, Jesus. I unironically do not think you're gonna be able to save that guy at that point.
Austin, in his deranged state, simply leapt back onto John and continued to try and eat him, chomping down on his
Fucking my
face.
guy was
This
hungry, holy
continued
shit.
repeatedly, with the officer kicking Austin in the face over and over again, only for Austin to completely ignore him and continue to try and eat more of John. As this was happening, more officers showed up, including the K9 unit. Coming upon the situation, the dog was...
Oh no. No, bad brain. Bad brain. Holy shit. Holy shit, my brain. Yeah, like honestly, at that point, I feel like once you see like a guy who's just like been eaten from the chest up, you're just like, all right, I'm not saving that. Bang, bang, bang. Oh god, my brain just. Sometimes my brain feeds me a joke, and I'm just like, holy shit, I can't say that. Like my immediate response was, my immediate like thought was like when the K9, you said the K9 unit showed up was, oh yeah, so I mean you gotta share with the K9s, right? Like. The K9 unit showed up and they started helping him eat. Like, Jesus Christ. Sharing with the pack.
released and bit down on Austin's arm, pulling him off John. Austin, though, It's like a rabid animal, ripping his arm from the dog's mouth.
No, because
severely
this was.
damaging his
Remember, this was
arm.
like
He jumped back onto
2010.
John, determined
This was
to finish the job.
like this
They
guy was
repeated this
born in
twice more.
'96.
Austin's
This guy
arm
was
getting
younger
more
than
and more mangled in the
younger
process,
than
and on
me.
the third try, the officer
Like, holy
kicked Austin
shit.
in the head just as the dog pulled him back, which sent Austin flying. The officer wasted little time, leaping over John and onto Austin, cuffing one hand and dragging him away from the victim. As he did so, Austin was screaming the whole time, "Kill me, I'm eating people. Kill me."
Holy shit! So he was a what? Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa! So he's aware he's doing it, but he can't stop himself? Is that what's going on here? Holy shit! Holy fuck!
Austin begged and pleaded over and over for the police to shoot him as he was dragged away, struggling to escape the whole time. It took several officers to pin him down and get the cuffs on him as he cried.
So like
for
it seems
death
almost
all
like
the
his
while,
body
checking
is
on the
doing
victims
shit
to
that
confirm
his
that
like
Michelle had
brain
passed
and his
away.
brain is
John,
just kind of like
while alive
not
when they
in
arrived,
not in
had
control. Like
succumbed to
what
his
the
wounds,
fuck?
having been beaten and stabbed repeatedly. As the officers tried to process all the carnage before their eyes, Austin went limp on the ground. They tried to wake him up with little success. They loaded him into an ambulance and
Like
transported him to
actually,
the
that's like some
hospital.
fucking
The ironic part
skinwalker
of this
shit.
whole
Like
thing,
Jesus.
as all of this madness was going down, 911 received another call from Austin's mother, Mina. She'd heard he was missing and was calling to see if anyone's seen him.
Oh, that's awkward. How do you? If you're the cop, how do you fucking like? How do you do that? If you're the cop in this situation, how do you broach that? How do you just go like, so we found your son. Good news, he's alive. Bad news, he ate 2 people. Like, holy shit. Like, how do you break that news? How do you break that news? Like, Jesus.
While at the hospital, Austin was examined, and he had sustained several injuries, including severe damage to his tongue, muscle and tissue damage to one arm thanks to the police dog, and a few scrapes and cuts on his hands. The real problem, though, was internal. Apparently, while he had been in the garage before
When did
the
this
police
happen?
arrived-
This was like, hang on, can we say there's a date in the... So he was sentenced in he was sentenced like last year. Like in 2022. He's actually sentenced back in November. I think this happened in like 2016. Oh, this is like brand new. Shit. This like came out like, Jesus. This happened in like 2016. Holy shit.
Austin had picked up what he would later state he thought was alcohol and chugged the whole thing. This was most likely along the lines of bleach or some lawn care chemical, and it burned his throat and stomach, causing internal bleeding and severely damaging multiple
Wait, he
organs.
drank bleach? What? This man chugged a fucking bottle of bleach and then went on to overpower 3 human beings and eat 2 of them. Holy shit, my man, like, imagine if he wasn't working off a fucking, like, holy, what is KD be at that point? What is fucking KD be if he wasn't working on, like, the poison condition? Holy shit. Oh my god.
Organs, so much so that they continue to fail over the next.
Like, actually, like, this man was undergoing bleach-based organ failure and managed to kill 2 people, injure a 3rd, and eat 2. Like fucking holy, like, at this point, I am not a religious woman, but at this point, I'd be calling the fucking priests. Like, holy shit.
Several days.
Oh my
Doctors were able to
god.
bring him back from the brink, though, and after being in a coma for 11 days, Austin started to make a full physical recovery. The first thought on everyone's minds was that he must have been on some sort of drug. Illicit substances are not uncommon in Florida, and such
Yeah, he
drugs
tanked a
as
taser, a
bath salts
police
and
dog,
flakka
like-
were both very popular at this time. I recently made a video about flakka on one of my other channels called Into the Shadows. That drug is
Like, this guy, yeah,
insanity.
like, he might actually have been immortal. Like, this game...
Yeah, that video got like millions of views in the first one.
That centaur cost constitution? Holy shit! This guy might actually just be a centaur. He might actually, like, that's like, holy shit, like, Jesus.
Last few days.
Oh
weeks,
my
so,
god, immortal ass
maybe you've
centaur
seen
ass,
it
like,
already,
holy
'cause
shit.
Lots of people did. But if you haven't, check it out. It's wild. There was even a well-documented incident of a man named Rudy Eugene high on bath salts.
Oh, this is the bath salts guy. This is the, okay, this is who I thought we were talking about.
Zombie because of the incident, having
Yeah, he
eaten much of the
recovered
first
as
phase
well,
during
like,
the attack.
Jesus.
However, all tests came back negative.
Back in the bathroom break. Well, Moira's mad at me. Oh no, Moira's still here. Yeah, so, fuck. So our boy survived. He drank, like, an entire bottle of bleach. And, still did all that. Like, killed 2 people. Brutally wounded a 3rd. Ate them. Shrugged off a police dog and a fucking taser. All while, like, riding on, like, fucking a gallon of bleach. Like, Jesus. Like, fucking Jesus. Like, imagine how many fucking people he would have taken down if he was, like, running on, like, full fucking health, you know? Like, he was going into that, and he got kicked in the face multiple times, exactly. Like, this man was going into this with the poison condition on. Like, he had, like, a fucking damage over time effect happening, and he still managed to do it. Holy shit. Wait, the guy with the wait, but he had his fucking chest eaten open, too. No, the guy who got stabbed lived. The guy who got stabbed lived, but the 2 people that got ate, they died. At least that's what I thought. I might be deaf, I guess. I don't know.
Austin was totally clean and sober at the time of the attack. Once he was awake and recovering...
What the fuck? He was totally sober? Holy shit!
The police asked Austin about what had happened that night, why he did what he did. At first, Austin played dumb, saying he didn't remember anything about the night or any damage he had caused, but that didn't last long. What he told them next could only make sense in the mind of a crazy person, and further demonstrated just how far into mental illness Austin had fallen. After fighting with his dad and leaving Duffy's for the final time, Austin would, in his words, follow the stars, wandering the streets aimlessly until he came upon what he described as a dark, shadowy figure with a white face. Terrified, Austin ran for his life, screaming.
My man met Slender Man, holy shit! My man just, like, met Slender Man, and Slender Man was like, hey, yo, kid, you wanna get some good food? Alright, I know what to do. Like, holy shit! Oh my god! Like, holy, yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my god.
His head off. He would run for about 4 miles before he came to the neighborhood of John and Michelle. Not knowing where he was, he saw what he described as a bright light emanating from an open garage. Running up to the light and looking...
Fuck, I shouldn't be laughing. This is, like, horrible. This is nightmarish. I should not be laughing, but the man ran into fucking Slender Man, ran 4 miles, and ate 2 people. Holy shit. Oh, God, I should not be laughing at this. It's awful. It's horrible. Just, Jesus. Oh, my God.
For help, he saw Michelle, who screamed as soon as she saw him. Believing her to be a witch, he pulled out...
Oh my God, he was fucking witch hunting! Oh yeah, he was acquitted because he was insane, but like, oh my god, my man thought he was fighting a witch! Oh, I hope he's not on this. This guy needs to be in a care facility. Like actual, like, okay, okay, wait, if you're found not guilty by reason of insanity, don't you go to like not an asylum, we don't call them that anymore. Don't you go to a mental health facility? What happens if you're found innocent, for being insane? Those don't exist anymore? What? Hang on, we've got, hang on. What happens after A successful defense means the defendant will not be incarcerated in jail or prison, but rather will spend time in a state mental hospital until doctors determine their sanity has been restored. Additionally, a defendant found not to be guilty by reason of insanity will not have a criminal conviction for allegedly offense on their record. Sanity hearings in the mental health courts will require that you have a strong legal defense at your side. Defense, blah, 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 blah. So, like, right? Like, he should be in a psych ward, right? There's no way they let him back out on the streets after he fucking saw Slender Man kill the witch and fucking stomp them with his fucking hooves. Like, holy shit, there's no way. There's no fucking way that, like, they let him back out on the streets and didn't put him in a mental hospital. There's no fucking way.
Out a knife and began attacking Michelle. After attacking her and drinking what was in the garage.
I still can't believe he went to a Florida gun show and bought a knife. Like, holy shit. Like, you're at the gun show. Like, gee, that's like going into Star Wars and being like, yes, you know, today I should have a vibroblade. Like, pick up a blaster, my guy, or a lightsaber. Jesus.
He claimed that he saw a white figure, presumably John, with a dog making its way into the garage, and then everything went dark. No mention of Jeff Fisher, no mention of interactions with the cops, no mention of eating John's face. For Austin, it was a total blank for almost 2 weeks after seeing the white figure, and then waking up in the hospital. Austin dubbed the fake.
My man fucking ran into Slender Man again. Holy shit. In the days before the crime, Haruf wrote to a friend of his desire for fame. Why the fuck does not do what you want? Do the craziest shit you can. I just want to be great before I die. That sounds... that sounds like maybe he wasn't insane. That sounds like maybe he was just, you know, a fucking... God, I don't know how to describe that. Holy shit.
Face-eating murderer by the press was taken into custody.
I'm sorry, what? It reminded of a case long ago. A man murdered his wife's lover, found not guilty on a mental case at the asylum. After being declared sane, he went back home and killed his... Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but fuck. Oh my god. You make me feel like a bad person, my god.
After he was released from the hospital, charged with the double murder of Michelle Michigan and John Stevens and the attempted murder of Jeff Fisher. When word leaked to the public of the story, he told many refused to believe it, calling it too fantastical and a clear ploy to aim for an insanity defense. However, that's not what the experts claim, particularly one Dr. Philip Resnick, a world-renowned forensic psychologist who has worked on many high-profile cases. He examined Austin at length, and combined with all the information and time before the attack, he diagnosed him not only with schizophrenia, but also clinical lycanthropy.
Fuck off! That is not real! Clinical lycanthropy is not real. Fuck off! There is no fucking way! No, it's real. It's real. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's real. Oh my god. Jesus, okay. Oh my fuck. No way. Holy shit, it's real. Okay, we have a guy who fucked a buffalo, and it gave him a fucking, I guess it gave him fucking buffalo syphilis or something. And he had body dysmorphia about being a buffalo. Yeah, another guy thought he was a werewolf after having visions of the devil. So that just sounds like schizophrenia. And here's our boy. Here's our boy here. Here's our boy here having, yeah, so that's 3 case examples. That's 3 case examples, and one of them was a buffalo. Jesus. Yeah, like, I feel like maybe clinical lycanthropy isn't real. It's just like a really hyper-specific schizophrenia, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. Okay, cool. I guess werewolves are real then. No, it's not. We're watching a video about a murderer. Holy shit. Apparently lycanthropy is a real thing, I guess.
Therapy. I don't know what lycanthropy is.
Simon, for fuck's sake, you're supposed to be smart, Jesus.
Mythical transformation of a person into a wolf. There's a clinical term of that. It must be for people who believe it, right? It's a rare. Oh, here we go. It's a rare psychiatric symptom that involves a delusion that the affected person can transform into, has transformed into, or is an animal. Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's the Cliff
clinical
Notes version.
diagnosis,
We
well.
just saw like the full version.
I
It's
thought that would fall
basically,
under-
it's a combination of schizophrenia. It's a combination of schizophrenia, delusions, and body dysmorphia. So Simon's like 99% right here, but like, it's a little more involved than that. Wendigo is also psychosis. I imagine like Wendigoism is probably like also covered under clinical lycanthropy.
Under some bigger umbrella of schizophrenia or something. Before anyone reaches for the silver bullets, it's simply a rare mental disorder that causes the patient to experience delusions and beliefs of being part animal, particularly a wolf. So, remember the instances where Austin claimed to be part horse?
Right.
Well, there were also instances where he stated to his friends that he felt like he was part dog, both of which line up with the diagnosis. This would also explain Austin's animalistic and rabid behavior on the night of the attack.
Okay, but what about the fucking werewolf strength? What about the, like, has anyone seen this boy under the full moon? Has anyone seen this boy under the full moon? We need to make sure.
Constantly going after John's face, even after he was tased and kicked off by the officer and even bitten by a dog. A werewolf in action and disposition, he was the furthest thing from human that night, at least in his mind. Perhaps the second half of the episode title makes sense to everyone.
Boy.
The final thing to note here, before he was taken into custody, Austin actually did a 10-minute Zoom interview with none other than Dr. Phil McGraw.
No, he did not do an interview with Dr. Phil. No way. No, we have to find this. Oh my god. I don't think we're going to be able to watch it on stream, but I have to find this. Oh my god.
World-famous TV personality and former clinical psychologist. Wait, is Dr. Phil McGraw Dr. Phil? Really? During the interview, Austin told his side...
No, okay, no, hang on. There's no way this is real. Hang on a minute. Dr. Phil... Dr. Phil Werewolf. Oh my god. It's a 10-minute interview. It's a straight up 10-minute interview. Oh my god. I really want to watch this, but I don't think we can on stream because Dr. Phil is like extremely fucking litigious. Oh, Jesus.
Of the story, and when asked by Dr. Phil if he felt remorse for his actions, Austin said that he did, even though he personally doesn't remember what happened. Breaking down in tears, he proclaimed how sorry he was and that his life felt like a nightmare. So where does this leave us? Well, pretty much at a standstill. Austin was arrested in 2016 and has yet to still go on trial as of this...
Simon, what the fuck? This video came out, like, today. He got sentenced in November. Jesus. Or not sentenced, but, like, acquitted in November.
Yeah. What? It's 6 years later. It's nearly 7 years later. That's insane.
Like, Simon just said that he was recording this in December, meaning that, like, Jesus Christ, Simon.
So he must be out on bail, or, like, he can't be in jail. You can't hold someone for that long in jail,
You can.
right? Like, because this
You
guy's
can,
insane.
because it's
He just
America.
needs to be on drugs. If so, like, I mean, I always, like, try to put myself in, like, the position of a relative of a victim, right? But if these people are, if my parents had been killed in this manner, and all the doctors are like, he's insane. You gotta be like, it's not send him away for the rest of his life to prison. It's like, put him in a mental institution till he's better. And you could be damn sure he's better. Because
Simon's actually right here. Yeah. Simon says the videos are a few weeks. Okay, you know what? Okay, fair enough. If he recorded this in, like, November, then okay, understandable, because, like, November 22nd, like, Jesus. But, like, yeah, like, Simon is actually right here, though. Like, if I was, like, the family of the people that got 8, like, I'd be like, okay, look, it's, like, why the fuck is this taking so long? Like, even if I was, like, vehemently, like, Floridian, like, mental health's not real, fucking put him in the chair, which, by the way, is not an uncommon fucking, like, mentality for Floridians to have. Like, holy shit, like, fucking 6 years, almost 7 years? Like, Jesus. That is way too long for this kid to be in prison. Or not prison, jail. Sorry, prison is after sentencing, jail is before. Cause fuck, like what were they doing? What were they doing? Were they like waiting for the full moon and just being like, all right, okay, let's see if he gets fluffy. Interesting. All right, bring in the tree. Is he gonna pee up the tree? All right, cool. Like, what the fuck were they doing?
It's not right to hold someone in jail for this.
Florida still has the chair. I think Florida actually uses the lethal injection, I think. Hang on. How does Florida execute prisoners? Lethal injection. Wait. Alternative. What? Then what's the main one? Three-legged electric chair. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is fucked. Holy shit. In January 2000, the Florida legislature passed legislation that allowed lethal injection as an alternative method of execution in Florida. Florida administers executions by lethal injection or electric chair at the execution chamber in the Florida State Prison. The three-legged electric chair was constructed from oak by the Department of Corrections personnel in 1998 and was installed in the Florida State Prison in Ryford in 1999. The previous chair was made by inmates from oak in 1923 after the Florida legislature designated electrocution as the official mode of execution. Prior to that, the executions were carried out by the counties, usually by hanging. Holy shit! Imagine being those prisoners. And you're like constructing this chair, and you're like, oh man, what's this weird chair for? Alright, I mean, oak's sturdy, alright. Hey, what's with this, like, channel for wiring? What's this about? And then, like, the next day, like, it's like, alright, thank you for finishing the chair, boys. Now line up, you're gonna take a good old sit. Like, fucking Jesus. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Only in Florida, holy shit.
Right? I don't even know if he is.
I will say, if I had to make a choice, if I was getting executed and my choice was electrocution or the lethal injection, I would take the electrocution all day, you know? Like, holy shit. Oh, jeez. Like, fucking lethal injection is nightmarish. Like, ironically, I think the best way to execute someone without that, like, and be humane is probably the guillotine still. Oh, boy. A good old sit. Yeah, like, there's an option to take firing squad. I mean, firing squad, at least you can look your fucking killers in the eyes and be like, hey, yo, fuck you. Yeah, electrocution's basically instant. Like, assuming they don't fuck it up.
So let's just see where we're at. The proceedings have constantly been postponed, mostly due to COVID, and he remains in custody.
Oh, COVID. Right. Okay, alright, if he was supposed to go on trial in 2019, 2020, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, alright, okay then. Like, hanging is instant so long as you, like, make the rope taut enough, yeah. And the drop's long enough, yeah.
To this day, that is not
I will
right.
say...
That is just not right. That's 7 years, nearly. What's going on? That's just not fair.
He's
His defense lawyers have
26
gone on
now, this
record
kid.
saying that he
Holy
will be
shit.
seeking to get a full acquittal by reason of insanity whenever the trial gets underway. I'd say they have a decent chance as psychologists from both...
Pictured the defendant's lawyer. Now, I might just be a country wolf lawyer, but I will say, if you don't acquit my client, I will eat every single one of y'all.
The prosecution and the defense agree that he wasn't mentally sound during the attack 6 years ago. One way or another, one hopes things progress soon so that everyone involved can begin the process of healing from this terrible tragedy. I'm sorry, but it's not okay to keep... 6 years is a long prison sentence. How can you hold someone in custody for that long without a trial?
Because
This is
America,
not okay,
Simon.
America. I can't believe this. Wrap up. And that, as they say, is that. A case that could have easily been prevented if more attention and care had been given in time, and one that hurts my heart every time I hear it. Austin Aroof was a young man with all the potential in the world, a kind and fun-loving boy who only wanted to help people.
In my client's defense, if any of y'all were in their position and you saw a tasty face, would you not do the same? Yeah, my name is Attorney Harvard Wolfman, Borker at Law. I'm the best lawyer in my entire pack. The only member of my pack that ever went to college and passed the bar. Like, oh god. Like, I shouldn't laugh, because it's fucked up. 2 people are dead, and 1 kid lost, like, fucking 7 years of his life because of the shitty Floridian fucking mental health system. But, like, god fucking damn it. Holy fuck, he's a goddamn werewolf.
But in the end, he ended up swallowed by the evil of his own mind. And
I shouldn't laugh, because it's fucked up, but, like,
entirely.
Jesus.
They acted as most parents probably
Stop
would.
posting joint pictures of dogs, Simon! Jesus!
Parents never want to believe that something could be wrong with their child, but they need help. It's easier to either believe that it is
Was
something
Simon not aware that
past-
murder charges put you away for 20? I do not think he is, because we don't have minimum sentencing in England. In England, we don't have minimum sentencing, and I believe Simon lives in the Czech Republic right now, which I think also doesn't have it. I'm not sure.
or to latch on to an external force such as drugs.
Yes, I
course.
have. It's
In the same breath,
hilarious.
had they paid closer attention and acted quicker, this whole thing could have been stopped before it even began. Austin could have gotten the help he so desperately needed, and his victims would still be alive today. This is a difficult call to make. Like,
I mean,
yes,
not really, Simon. But, like, not really. I think the blame here... Zekia real... Okay, so I maybe he just doesn't know. What I'm gonna say is... Fuck. What I'm gonna say first is...
Trans rights.
But also, yeah, I think that this is, like, this is not a failing on his family. The family did everything that they could have done. I think that our boy here... You know what? That's a fair point. He got caught with dude meat in his mouth. In Florida, that's a death sentence under DeSantis. But no, I think that the blame here doesn't really lie with his family. I think his family, once they realized what was going on, they did their best with the tools that they had at hand. Really? You're gonna maybe do 1-1 mode? Like... Yeah, but, like, you gotta take into account the fact that he literally went insane, you know? Like, Jesus, Y'all are demons. Holy shit. None of this is on me. Like, Jesus. I personally think, Juan, that it's not his fault, Juan, and it's not his family's fault. His family did the best they could with the tools that the state of Florida offers them, Juan. The problem is that the only options that the family had to deal with is a act that was passed in 1971 that is horribly abused by basically everyone involved, and a mental health system that literally is designed to get you in and out as quickly as possible, like, literally just like the Floridian mental health system is fucking busted, and, like, is extremely not fit for purpose. Like, anyone with a severe enough, like, mental health issue or emergency, is not going to receive the help they require, Like, it's literally, like, I don't want to say it's the government's fault, but man, it sure would be nice if we had some more funding for mental health, like, Jesus. Oh, but let's finish this. Let's see what Simon has to say. One person comes in, and the next minute, one person goes out. Yeah, you fucking bastard.
yes, obviously he should have had some mental health intervention before this
Essentially,
happened,
yeah,
but
like...
it's very hard to...
Like you walk in, it's like, hey, do you feel sane? Yeah, I feel sane. As they're, you know, stabbing someone. Yeah, I feel pretty sane right now, yeah. Hey, did you hear screaming, Alright, okay, well, the guy says he's fine. Alright, out you go. Enjoy your life. Make sure can you take, what you're doing with you? Just, you're leaving a bit of a mess on the linoleum. Alright, oh yeah, no, sure, sure. Come on. Like, Jesus. Your Honor, society.
to know. It's very hard to know when to make that decision and when to pull that trigger. And I don't want to blame his family for.
No, it's not his family's fault. The family did the best of what they had
As
to
the
offer,
darkness
I think.
leaves us behind yet again, I wish for us to think of the victims: John Stevens, Michelle Mishkon. This loving couple did nothing wrong. They hurt no one, and they were simply enjoying their golden years together, only for everything to be taken away from them one dark night. I feel very differently about this one, and I feel that also.
His dad could have not brought someone who's apparently having issues to a gun show. Ugh. That's Florida. That's literally Florida culture. I like that one right there. Yeah, I do agree. Honestly, maybe that's why he bought a knife. Maybe like his dad knew he was having issues, so he took him to the gun show as like, yeah. Maybe he took him to the gun show as like, hey, let's blow off some steam, go to the range, you know, like bang bang bang, and like maybe he was like, hey, Dad, can I buy a gun? And the dad was like, how about no, sport? And the kid was like, okay, can I buy this pocket knife? Because that was a pocket knife. We actually saw a picture of it. It was like a pocket knife for, like, cutting ropes and shit. And he's like, yeah, I think... I do think, actually, that, like, him not buying a gun at the gun show might have been due... We don't know. We don't know because none of us were there. But, like, maybe that's why he wound up buying a knife. Like, we've been making fun of him for it, but, like, maybe that's why. Like, his dad was like, okay, well, how much damage could he do with a knife, you know? Like, because, yeah, like, we kind of have, like, this thing in our culture of just like, oh, gun's scary. Knife, oh, that's a tool. Yeah. No, it's not a weapon knife. It was a rope-cutting knife. It's like a camping knife. Like, from... I don't know. I don't know.
Also, the perpetrator in this case is also he's a victim of his own brain, of his own clear mental.
This is one of those situations where like the lack of mental health education and mental health
like everyone's a victim
support in this country just really let him
grisly
down.
End, that they both find peace in whatever afterlife may or.
Americans don't really think about how dangerous knives are. It's actually kind of insane.
May not be waiting for us all in the end.
Fuck you! God damn it! You can't just hit me with that shit. God damn it! Your Honor, in my client's defense, Slender Man told him to. Jesus Christ!
And my thoughts and condolences go to all the family members.
Like unironically, he did more damage with his teeth than the knife. Like Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't mean to take away from John and Michelle on this one.
Like, look, this man attacked with like his teeth and a knife. The knife didn't kill a single person. The knife only... Hey, who did that? Hey, the knife, like, basically wounded a guy and, like, basically, like, he survived. And then he killed 2 other people with his fucking teeth. Like... I don't know, I feel like... Okay, I will say, just for legal reasons, I am joking in this case. Like, I'm joking because this is a fucking horrific case, and, like, holy shit. Like, oh my god.
Were just brutally killed. And obviously that's the saddest thing of all. As for Austin, while a killer, I find it impossible not to feel sorry for the man. He didn't want this. He didn't ask for this. His mind betrayed him and it caused him to do something awful, stealing away 2 souls in the grimmest possible way. The families of John and Michelle apparently are hoping for the death penalty should he be convicted.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's Florida. Holy Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, Jesus. How did I call it? I spent too much time in Florida. I spent way too much fucking time in Florida, because how did I know that that's how they were gonna respond? Jesus!
Convicted, and I couldn't disagree more. Really. Again, this is one of those things, like I said earlier, I try to put my shoes in the...
Can I blame them? I mean, seeing as I know Florida culture, yeah, I could very easily see someone from Florida being like, nah, fucking kill him dead. But like, seeing as the guy was literally like, literally the guy is a victim of the, oh god, there is no way I come out of this looking good. But okay, so like this guy, the killer, like now that we kind of know what his deal is, like, yeah, he killed people, but at the same time, like, the guy was the guy was having a fucking mental break brought about by really, really disturbing and like awful fucking like mental care. Like, guy was having hallucinations of fucking demons and fucking Slenderman shit going down. Like, I kind of was thinking, can I blame them? Seeing as they would have been like, okay, so I'm assuming the trial has been ongoing. So like, just about everything the Simon hit us with is stuff that they would know, assuming they've been attending the trial, which why would you not attend the trial? Like, maybe, like, at the start, I'd be like, fucking hang him, right? I mean, I imagine they're bringing in other witnesses. I'm assuming they're bringing in other witnesses to do it. Like, making the assumption that everything that Simon has said about his mental state so far is true. If I knew that information as part of the ongoing trial, which I would if I was going to the trial, because there's no fucking way they wouldn't bring it up in, like, witness testimony and shit, I'd be like, holy fuck, no, this kid needs help. Holy shit, like, yeah, like, he killed my fucking mom or whatever the fuck, but, like, Jesus Christ. He should have got help. Like, yeah, I think maybe at, like, most, he should get life imprisonment with, like, mandatory mental health. Like, at most. Like, at the most egregious. Like, him getting completely off scot-free, that's maybe not, like, the thing. But, like, the guy should definitely have some jail time, and he should definitely have mandatory mental health stuff. Like, execution, like, no. Like, Jesus. Like, oh god, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I'm of the opinion that execution should be reserved for, like, people like Dahmer, you know what I mean? Like, people who just, like... The actual witness testimonies kind of leaned in him being sound and insanity being a gambit. I don't know. Like, the only information I can go off is, like, what the information I've received in this video, so I will admit, like, I am biased in this case. But... yeah, but Dahmer was conscious while he was doing it. Once again, assuming that everything we've heard so far is 100% accurate, right? We're making the assumption of truth. We're making the assumption of truth that all the information we've received is you know, kosher, right? Right? Yeah, like people like Bundy, Dahmer, fucking Ted Cruz, you know, like the Zodiac Killer, you know, like people like that who are like entirely like, you know, mentally sound when they do their crimes and, like, are provably mentally sane while they do their crimes, those are the people that should get the death penalty. People who have, like, psychotic breaks and fucking just pop off because they've not received the mental help they require, they need, like, jail time with mandatory mental health. That's what they need. Like, they don't, like, just, fuck. Like, holy shit. I bet the arresting officers are personally just shot. Oh god, I don't want to talk about this. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna just continue the video now.
Family.
It's a difficult issue. Is he truly insane, or was it... If we assume he's truly insane, he needs mental help.
The victims, and in this case, I couldn't. And I'm not against the death penalty, as people often point out. I started the show being against it, and now I'm like, no, some people deserve to die. This guy doesn't. He needs to be treated.
Yeah, I agree with Simon on this one.
Clearly a mental issue. Wow. Yeah.
God damn it, Zeno! How dare you be funnier than me on my own stream? Fuck you. Oh, gee, give a 1v1 with a dog if he can call his inner beast and he's innocent. If the wolves, like, release him in a wolf preserve. If he can rise to become alpha of his pack, then he's innocent. Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't disagree more with that. This young man was and is mentally ill, like the case of the Greyhound bus beheading. I believe that he should be sentenced to a mental hospital for however long the law sees fit and stick to his medication.
I agree with this
one.
one.
Released. Taking his whole life away because of something he has no control over wouldn't be justice, it would be vengeance. And that helps no one in a situation like this. This tragic act will haunt him for the rest of his days. And in my mind, that is punishment enough.
I mean, no, he does need an actual punishment, but, like, death is not it.
It's been an episode of The Casual Criminals. Thank you so much for watching. If you listen to this actually as a podcast, please do leave a review. That really does help us out. It gets the show in front of more people. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, Simon.
The
Hell
number
yeah.
of
All
people
right.
listening to this as a podcast is so...
Fucking... I'm gonna just hit a like on that one. Like, holy shit. Alright. Alright, so, Scabingus. Alright, so... Oh boy, alright, so I really did not want, like, the entire stream to just be, like, us watching that video, but, like, holy shit, that was a trip, my god. Yeah, like, holy shit, I guess lycanthropy is real. Cool. Every full moon. Yeah, just keep an eye on him every full moon. Alright, so, like, yeah, I do think that, like, yeah, like, death penalty for, like, shit like that is... No, like, don't put people to death for, like, mental health shit like that. Like, once again, assuming that's actually what it is and this wasn't a grift, right? But, like, I do think he should receive a punishment, but also mental health stuff, you know? Because, like, yeah, he did it, but also he was not there in his brain, so... Like, I think, like, you know, like, maybe, fucking, like, mental health... Sunlock chambers are fun. Yeah, no, they're great. Give him, put him in a mental health ward until he's sane, and then, like... I mean, honestly, why don't we have, like, prisons that have, like, mental health as, like, a focus? Shooty was recognizable. Before you go, what's up? What's up, Nemo? What's up? Reagan? Damn, it all goes back to Reagan. Yeah, and RGB! It all goes back to Ronnie Reagan. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, like, we need, like, some sort of... We need prisons for people like this, you know? Like... Laters. Like, you know, we need, like, fucking... Like, some sort of, like, prison alternative for people like this, where it's just... Alright, hydrate. Okay, hydrate time. Sippy, sippy. Actually, I'm not gonna drink this big bucket of Pepsi. I'm gonna actually drink this water, because I should probably hydrate. Y'all are demons. Y'all are demons, holy shit.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hi, Ray. Or Ralph, sorry. But yeah, like, personally, I think that, yeah, we need prisons for people like this. Because there's a lot of people who are mentally, like, compromised in that way. And... like, for the pound comment, no, like, Xeno, you're fine. You're fine. Like, for that fucking, like, pound comment, holy shit. Yeah, like, I feel like calling them asylums is probably not the best idea, because those do have, like, a negative connotation. Like, we need to have some sort of prison or prison alternative where people who have, like, mental health issues that lead to them committing crimes, they go to those instead, and they still do, like, you know, the normal prison stuff. You know, they're locked away, like, there's, like... I just realized American prisons are actually nightmarish, actually. I was thinking of European prisons. I was thinking of European prisons as I was talking, but I realized, holy shit, American prisons are fucking nightmares. Like a regular prison should be, like, rehabilitative, right? It should be like, alright, so you're in prison. Why are you in prison? Are you in prison because you just enjoy crime? In that case, we probably shouldn't let you out. Are you in prison because your family is broke, or poor, or whatever? Okay, well, here's... By the way, college should be free. Here's, like, you know, like, we're gonna run some, like, college programs. You can learn a trade, and once you get out, we'll set you up with a job, right? Maybe make partnerships with local businesses or whatever, or businesses, like, in the area where the... Actually, most people go to, like, a local prison, don't they? So, like, right, like, here's a local place, like, you know, like, teach them a trade, fucking, like, shit like that, right? State and federal prisons run like that? Okay, cool. Like, give them, like, education. Give them, like, a trade. Like, if they don't know how to read, teach them how to fucking read. Like, set this shit up so that, like, once they get out of prison, there's a job waiting for them. Because the thing that gets most people in doing crime is generally the fact that they don't have a job, or they don't have the education, they can't afford it. Like, fuck. Penal battalions, no. Like, that's not even a joke. No. Penal battalions are actual fucking nightmare shit. Fucking... And then, like, mental health prison should be, like, the same, except in addition to that other stuff. Like if they already are educated and they already have like stuff to get like, okay, cool, then they just focus on their fucking rehabilitation. Like, Jesus. Oh god, like there is like so much fucked up shit with the penal system in this country. Like, goddamn. Like, shouldn't even be a penal system. It should be a fucking like a rehabilitative one, but like, no. People who enjoy, I feel like the people who just enjoy doing crime is like such like a small percentage. Like, the amount of people that are just like, man, I just do crime because I love crime. I feel like that like amount of people is like a percent of a percent of a percent of a percent of the prison population. I feel like the majority of people, if they had like the education and opportunity to like, you know, not have to do crime and put themselves in danger, in jeopardy, they probably would. I feel like most people would prefer being a metal worker than a gangbanger, risking getting fucked up. You've been in the system? Okay, I will defer to you in that case, but like, I do... The penal system is not equipped to handle me. Oh, fuck, we need Centaur Prison. Werewolves... Wait, hang on. Hold up. I gotta see something real quick. Hang on. Oh, yo, hold up. Oh, fuck, hang on. Oh, yo, some of these are really cool. Hang on. Okay, there's no porn on here. Whenever I Google werewolves, like, there's like a 50-50 chance of porn. Alright, well, I will defer to you, Moira, but like at the same time, I do feel like the majority of people... I feel like the majority... Hey, those are real! Look at this shit! Holy fuck, look at this! Hang on, can I open this? Can I open this image, like, big? Hang on. Look at this! This is really fucking cool! Centaur werewolf! Like... Oh, this guy's got lore, though. Look at this. Like, he's got, like, manacles and shit. That's really fucking cool, though. Like, Jesus. Can't believe we found, like, our boy's fucking mugshot, though. Like, goddamn. Just put it live on stream. There we go. Just Centaur werewolf. There it is. Oh, jeez. Alright, so... Fee, we have another stream in, like, an hour, right? Or... Yeah, like that, like in an hour? I hope Fee is still here and not just, like, wandered off. I think it's in an hour. Okay, it is an hour. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the stream. I will be back later. But in the meantime, let's raid someone. And hopefully I'll see you guys back here at 8 o'clock. Let's raid... You know what, let's raid Link. We haven't raided Link in a while. We're gonna be playing Fallout 76. We're gonna be playing Fallout 76. We're gonna be, like, Link's playing, like, some sort of cool party game, it looks like. Dragon Quest themed. Alright, so So hit Link with one of these. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!